Boom. What is up?
Hey,
Yo.
Yeah, this is
the real GameSpeak podcast coming to you live.
yeah, guys. There's a fake GameSpeak podcast that we found on YouTube. You guys should go find them and tell them to back off, bro. This happened to us when we were in Pledge Defiance. Remember?
Yeah,
we had
I do
our first
remember
band was called Pledge Defiance.
There was another band called Pledge Defiance
that popped up. Like they were like a heavy metal band that just.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did
dramatically different style of music.
Yeah.
I made my girlfriend sit through our
Was it
April
not
4th show on
Defiant?
YouTube.
Oh, I'm
the other
sorry.
day.
Did you tell her you're sorry?
I did tell her I was sorry
Okay.
multiple times throughout the whole process. But sometimes you just got to sit back and watch the April 4th show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get into this, though. We're going to start the episode in 3, 2, 1. Yo, yo, yo. Whoa. Yo, yo, yo. And hello. Welcome to GameSpeak Podcast. New episodes go for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube so you can see us in stunning HD, where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are streaming live every Monday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast and Facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast if you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else. Be sure to go ahead and join our ever-growing community in the GameSpeak Podcast Discord at dsc.gg/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games, battle and catch Pokemon, get show updates, talk about anime, find friends to play games with, and so much more. This show is 3 BFFs bringing you the hottest video game news of the week. I'm one of your hosts, Jamel Al-Jafra, alongside Brent Bass and Devin Mayer.
Hey.
Well, hello.
Howdy.
Howdy. Devin, it looked like you were having some technical difficulties.
No,
over
y'all. Well, okay. Sorry to get this started off on such a great step. You know, it wouldn't be GameSpeak if we didn't have some technical issues. I just got a buzz in my headset. Is that not in y'all's?
I hear the buzz as well, but like,
I didn't notice it until you said
yeah,
something.
I didn't really pay attention to it.
Now it's
I notice these kinds of things, and
I'm
it drives me.
I'm just gonna ignore it.
Yeah, let's pretend it's not
I'm
there.
just gonna pretend
Okay.
it's a
Because I think
friendly
it was
fly.
buzzing whenever me and Brent did. Now that I'm hearing it, I think it was doing this the last time.
But it
when you
didn't come
weren't
through
here.
on the video.
No, the
Okay.
audio came through. If you're there, if you're out there watching the video, actually pull up the video. Let's just.
Christ.
Anyways, sorry.
What's up?
Welcome to
Yeah,
GameSpeak
sorry. What's up,
Podcast,
guys?
Yeah,
I'm
so,
sorry.
So what's been up, Brent?
You know, not much. I went camping. Did we talk about that? I think we talked.
Yeah,
about
we talked
that,
about
right?
camping.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
talked
I
about
camped.
camping, and you fished, and you caught a lot of fish.
Yeah, I did. Okay, well, yeah, we did talk about all that.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear the buzzing last time because I did listen to that part, like the
Yeah.
first like 15-20 minutes.
Oh, I went to
Dude.
see the new Scream movie in 3D.
How
I saw
was
it in
that?
3
Is
dimensions.
that's the one with like Jenna Ortega?
It was
and-
fucking terrible. It was
Oh.
really bad. Like, just absolutely awful. But, you know, I love Scream. Like, I just love the franchise, you know? So, even as awful as it was, I'll still, you know, I'll still accept it as a Scream movie. But it was like, I feel like the Scream movies stopped being good when Wes Craven stopped directing the Scream movies. You know
well,
what
like
I mean?
in this one, I saw in the trailer like he's got like powers or something now. He's
No,
like
he doesn't
unkillable
have- he
or
doesn't
some
have
bullshit.
powers. That's silly.
No, they're just
Oh.
like, he's stronger this time. He's like, hey, Sydney, I'm back. And they're like, this is the 6th time. This is the 6th time. It's been 30 years. Leave us the fuck alone. And he's like, and he just leaves. Like, I feel like
it
at the
was
end-
genuinely pretty bad.
Uh,
Well, they kill him at the end of every movie. It's a different guy. every
Yeah, it's a
movie.
different guy, of
Yeah.
course. I mean, it's not,
It's
but it
freaking-
should have been Matthew Lillard this time again. Like, I feel,
Somehow he just like comes
Yeah.
back from the grave.
yeah, like that would have been dope. Like
That would've been
somehow
dope.
they do like a crossover with Evil Dead or something, and then like, like all I'm saying, we should make a Scream movie.
You know what was good about it though?
no,
It'd be so easy.
I don't want to make a Scream
No,
movie.
That's a
Look,
terrible idea.
let's write a Scream movie, and it's gonna be perfect. Okay.
I do think we could make a better Scream movie than Scream 6.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, we really could.
I haven't even seen it, and I can tell you absolutely. They sold that movie just based on the fact that Jenna Ortega's in it. That's all they were like, we got Jenna Ortega.
They
Just like-
really lucked out with her being in the last one before she was like you
Super
know,
famous?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
and they made her the main character.
they're
this
lucky
time.
they made her character survive in the last
Yeah. Dude, she's one of those actresses or actors that's gonna get overused because you see that they're doing a
She's
Beetlejuice.
already getting over.
They're doing a Beetlejuice too, and she's
with
gonna
her
be
in it.
yeah.
Oh, that's actually probably gonna be really good. But
I mean,
You're the problem, Brett.
Look, I fuck with Beetlejuice. Okay?
Yeah, I love Beetlejuice, dude. Yeah, she's gonna be
actually the perfect person for that.
she's gonna be Winona Ryder's character's daughter in
Alright,
Beetlejuice 2.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Dude, I don't even remember.
And Michael
what
Keaton is coming
happened in
back
that.
to play Beetlejuice
Oh,
too.
fuck
So
yeah,
I
dude.
mean, it could be good, but at the same time, like, give other people a chance. Like,
Yeah.
You're saying
I don't
I feel like she's new. I guess they're giving her a chance, but
in like a million different projects right now.
That's
I don't
true.
know. I
she
feel like
was
she's
in a bunch of stuff before Wednesday though. Like she just now, like you go back.
I mean, she's not a bad actor at all. Like,
I'm just saying
like,
she's had her. She's been all over the place for a minute now. You know what I mean? And like she finally landed a high role, but like you notice how much stuff she was in the past like 4 or 5 years. Like before Wednesday. Like
Yeah.
if you go back and look at everything now, like she's just one of those actresses that's kind of been in the background of like every random fucking horror movie and like.
Yeah, she's been in a lot of
the
horror.
background. She's like in the family pictures and stuff.
I'm serious. she's like the nerdy girl in the movie X, that movie with like Kid Cudi when they're all filming
Project
a porno.
X, right?
No, it's a movie
No.
called X.
It's
Oh,
like a horror
okay.
movie. Yeah, around like they go out to this like
Gotcha.
farm to
Yeah, it's a good movie, but she's just like the random character in the background of that. She's in a bunch of stuff. Like
the
it's very-
The reason
babysitter
why-
killer
yeah,
something.
the killer bee or what? Yeah.
I don't know.
The reason why I thought it was Project X is because you said Kid Cudi, and I was like, oh, that's Project X. Like, 'cause that's where that song came from.
She was like,
The I'm on the pursuit of happiness,
But, like,
and I know.
Was Kid Cudi in that movie?
No, but I
his
thought you meant
song-
like
one of his songs was
okay,
very
yeah, yeah.
big because
of that movie.
No, in that movie, it was big
Interesting.
before that movie. It was like a remix of the song, right?
I don't remember
I
why
think
it was so
so.
popular, but it was in the trailer. It was all slow mo, and everybody's just like, "Yeah, I love that song, dude."
Well, I watched that everything, or yeah, me and Jamel watched that Everything Everywhere All at
Oh,
Once.
y'all finally watched
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I thought it was
good.
hilarious,
I liked
dude.
it a
was
lot.
so it was good and like just really fucking funny at some
Yeah,
points.
it
Like,
had its-
I don't want to give away the funniest
I thought
part,
the bagel
but
thing was fucking hilarious. Like
Yeah, that everything
was-
bagel.
Yeah.
yeah, and then that one fight where they're like tapping into like random things, and
Oh yeah, that was
and they got to
great.
use that one award.
Raccoon Rudy.
Oh
Like-
my god, the raccoon was fucking great, dude.
Dude, that I thought it was a great movie. Honestly, I was just happy to see Short Round again. Like, I grew up on Temple of Doom. That was like my Indiana Jones movie,
Dr. Jones.
which I did not realize as an adult, like, everyone hated that one. Like, it makes no sense. That was like the best one. I love Temple of
That's
Doom.
the one that stands
That
out the
was a
most
good
for
one.
me. Like,
I think it's our generation that likes it, and then like everybody who's like older than us, because like I've been watching
liked
like
all
YouTube.
the-
well, the same thing can be said for
Star Wars and
Yep,
all that
yeah,
stuff.
episodes 1, 2,
Yeah.
and 3. Like, our generation loved those. The older generations fucking despise.
hate them.
And then yeah.
It's so weird. I'm like, bro, have you seen them though? But it's
But-
the same thing for us and like the new shit
No.
that's coming out.
Well, I was
think.
gonna say, but it's not the same for the sequel trilogy because
No.
everybody hates those.
That's
Those
just
are
Well, the
trash.
sequel
garbage.
trilogy doesn't have as like solid of a story. Like 1, 2,
It's
and
all
3
over the fucking
was
place.
a little silly at times, but it told
A coherent-
necessary
yeah.
story that led up to like 3, 4, and 5. It was all just one big tale that was super relevant and like
Yeah.
it was all meant to come out too. Like George Lucas had this all planned out from Jump Street. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean it was all based around Skywalker. Like it was like here we go, and then in this one they were like, "Fuck, well I think let's just make it about Skywalker
They used
again."
all they brought out all the member berries, like
Yeah.
all the old cast and everything. It's like, oh yeah, everybody, you
just to
remember
kill
this.
them off.
And then even did another Death Star in a sense, and
That's
they
what pissed
copied
me
them.
off more than anything is the second Death Star. It's like, oh my god,
Like
dude,
really,
like-
it didn't work the first time, and y'all are gonna try it again. Like, come up with something else,
or
like
just go to a
anything.
completely different it's like one galaxy far away. Like show us a different galaxy, show us some other shit in Star Wars. Also, like the whole thing about like they bring back these characters just to kill them off. It's like, first off, how are all these characters running into each other in this ginormous fucking galaxy of different
all these
planets and star
systems and
systems,
yeah.
and they all just keep fucking running into each other? Like they're like, oh, look over there, it's Lando. It's like, that dude, there's no fucking possible way you ran into Lando? You know, like, it just doesn't make fucking sense.
Well,
As much as I hate
Jamil,
that new
the
Scream movie,
Force.
that was like one of the big premises of the Scream movies. Like, you know how every Scream movie is like, oh, the horror movies are doing this nowadays, so that's what the Scream Killer's doing. Well, this one, the Scream Killer's doing the reboots or whatever, you know what I mean? So fucking the whole, like, movie is filled with, like, cliches about, like, reboots, horror movie reboots and stuff. And, like, one of the big cliches is they bring in legacy characters just to fucking kill them off, you know what I mean? So
Oh no,
it's
they
like-
let me guess, they killed off the main character.
Nah, you know, I'm not going to spoil anything if
Yeah, I
anybody wants
take
to
that
go
as a
watch.
yeah. So they killed Sydney. That's just I'm
I'll
just
tell
gonna,
you this: Sydney's not even in the movie at all. Like she
She-
doesn't even make an appearance.
I thought
once
she did.
throughout the entire movie. No, she's not even like a character in the film once. Like,
Really? Do they
yeah.
talk about her?
They mention her, yeah.
Oh,
but-
I
okay.
watched like the first 2 Screams, and that's it.
What?
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to watch 3 and 4.
I
at least.
thought 4 was great too.
I like
Really?
4 a lot. I think 4 is kind of the unsung, like the black sheep of the family, but it's such a good movie.
It really is.
4 is the last one that Wes Craven actually directed. Like, and
Yeah.
then 5 was kind of weak. That's the one they did last year, and then this one they did this year was like, ugh.
4 also had Macaulay Culkin's brother as the main one of the main
yeah,
characters.
and it had Hayden Panettiere in it.
Yeah, that's why she's in this one.
Yeah.
and, like, what makes no sense. I don't know.
Dude, it was the worst cameo of all time. And she shows up like just not looking like a cop at all, and she's like, "I'm with the FBI." And it's like bitch, get the fuck out of here, dude.
After my run-in with the first Ghostface killer, I decided to fight back.
It's pretty much exactly. It's almost like a verbatim quote, except she like picks up her shirt and shows off her stab wounds from the movie. And she's like, I've got a little experience with Ghostface, and
She's just ripped. It doesn't even show the scar. She's just got abs.
it's just like a man
Yeah.
torso with just like fucking just an
like on
eight-pack.
what was it on Step Brothers?
It's like a hairy arm picking up a chest. Like,
What do I do? We could make it. I'm telling you. That would be
just
such.
shows the whole body, but with like a bra over like just a ripped man's
just-
fucking like.
just
Yeah,
pecs,
just pecs.
just chiseled. She's like after like it's just like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's like some scary movie shit. See, that's what we need. We need a new scary movie.
Dude, that's what the world is missing right now. There's been way
Hasn't-
too many scary movies that have come out, and the Wayans brothers haven't done shit about it, dude.
No.
You know, where are they?
Yeah,
Were
we
they
need
the
a
main ones
smile.
involved with scary movies? Who was originally like making them?
The
The
Wayans brothers.
Was it?
They
Okay.
made
Created
all
it,
of
yeah.
them, yeah. They went through a hot streak where they were making like, white chicks and the fucking scary movies,
Yeah.
and like they made a bunch of like.
They did a
really-
haunted house
After
too, or
3
whatever it was
Yeah,
called.
They did a haunted house, and they did all the other like epic
Knockoffs,
movies and
yeah.
love movies.
Because they did like what, all the way to 5, I think.
No, they did 4.
They
There-
did 5, I think. I think they
there
did
was
do
5, 'cause
yeah.
3, like after 3, I was like,
Yeah,
whatever. But
4 it kind of petered off a little, and then
I think there
I
was
think
a
they did
5.
do a 5,
There
but it
was a
wasn't the
5.
Wayans
5 was
brothers.
HBO
the
just
one
put
making
all
fun
of
of
them
like
on there.
War of the Worlds and stuff.
No, that's
right?
4.
That's 4.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think there was a 5. I mean, maybe there was, but
we could find out.
if there was a 5, it was not memorable at all. Once Charlie Sheen became like, I like the Charlie Sheen one with
That was
Dirt
3.
Nasty. Yeah, 3.
That one was really good.
That was the peak of scary movie. I think
Yeah.
it reached that. That's also one of those ones where it's like depending on your generation, like
there was a 5.
really,
2013.
I don't even
Wow.
remember that.
I do vaguely. I think it was riffing on Saw and
And
stuff.
I think Snoop was in it.
yeah, Snoop and Mac Miller
Yeah.
were in
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even see it. I
No,
saw-
they weren't riffing on Saw unless they were doing it again because Saw was they had
the War of the Worlds one.
yeah because they had
Yeah.
Shaq, remember
Oh,
it?
yeah.
And Dr. Phil.
Okay, that one was kind of funny, dude. Like,
Yeah. He's like, that's some bullshit.
It's
like
definitely
when-
been too long though. They need to there's been a lot of scary movies that have come out now.
That's
Like
what I'm
they need to
saying.
revisit it.
I'm telling you, we could do Saw. We could do the new Screams, like just to do a throwback to the older scary movies, and then like what? Wait, did I? I said, I
Hereditary.
said Smile,
Yeah,
right?
you
I
could
didn't
do
say
Babadook.
Saw.
Smile, Hereditary, Babadook. Babadook would be fucking.
Yeah,
hilarious.
you could have a lot of fun with Babadook.
Hereditary, dude, would be fucking perfect.
Still need to watch that. It's on
Midsummer. You
HBO
could definitely
now.
do Midsummer and make
Dude,
it really, really fucking funny. you know
The
what I mean?
chick, the girl from Hereditary, like, can you imagine the shit you could do with that? Like, it's just
Imagine this. Imagine the fucking setting from Midsummer. Like, you could make like the set just all bright and fucking flowery and shit, and just have one of the Wayans brothers just doing some dumb shit.
Have the contrast too high, like,
yes,
too
dude.
bright.
They like walk into the scene and it just gets bright as fuck. It would be really good.
We could do a scary movie too. No.
We really good.
But yeah, I was gonna say
the Wayans brothers though.
The scary movie thing, like the generation above us believes that there's nothing past Scary Movie 2. Like everything.
Nah, 3.
They
3 was my last.
That's what I'm saying. Our generation likes 3. The generation before us is like, no, 3 was terrible. I'm like, how?
A lot of people don't like 3 because it's not as vulgar as the first 2. You know what I mean? But I just feel like they're trying to reach a wider audience.
Yeah.
Like, it's still. I feel like it's funnier than the first 2.
The humor's. I don't want to say better because it's subjective, but it's better for me.
It feels a little more highbrow than like the originals. Which I do think the first 2 are funny, but they're just kind of like fucking shit jokes.
I saw a Mandela effect the other day about the old scary movies about my strong hand thing. He never actually says that. Like that's just something people have said.
He said something like "Take my hand, it's stronger" or something like that.
He doesn't even say that. He just says "Take my hand." That's it. And so everybody's always said. Like, take my strong hand or whatever, and it was never said. People just have like quoted that.
No, it says take my strong hand.
I mean, watch the video. He doesn't say it.
There's
I'm saying if you watch it, he doesn't say it. Like it's part of the Mandela effect. Like it's weird.
Here, play one real quick.
Yeah, just
I don't
play
think
it.
We'll get in trouble for playing a fucking like 30-second clip from Scary Movie. Here, we can put it on the microphone. Let's see.
Oh,
he doesn't say it.
Wait, listen. Take my little hand. My other hand isn't strong enough.
Even the title on that video is "Take my strong hand," and he doesn't say it in the video.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
Weird. That is weird.
That's real ass Mandela effect right there.
Yeah, the whole
everybody
world
quotes it like that. You know, like
yeah,
that's some mind blowing shit.
I got some crawfish this past weekend. That was good. Yeah, second time this year. Doing pretty good. Freaking, I love crawfish.
I haven't had any crawfish. I had barbecue earlier today though, which was awesome.
Nice.
From where?
Mackenzie's.
Oh, Mackenzie's.
I do love Mackenzie's.
They're really good. I just like barbecue in general.
Me too.
I think
I'm kind of a sucker for barbecue, you know.
I only like brisket when it comes to barbecue.
Really?
Or like I don't dislike the other barbecue stuff, but if I'm gonna go out of my way to get barbecue, it's always brisket.
Bro, you could give me like a plate with like barbecued chicken and sausage and brisket and fucking every other kind of
I'm gonna eat all that. Yeah.
I like it all equally.
But you're not gonna pick it. It's not something that you're
I'm not gonna order it. No, or I'm not gonna like pay for. If I have a whole like, obviously, if there's a whole like just buffet to grab from, I'm gonna get a little bit of everything. But if it's like, I'm ordering for myself and only, getting for myself, brisket all the way.
Well, yeah,
That's
brisket's
real,
amazing. Like, you can
I
never
want
go
my
wrong with
brisket like sliced on a sandwich.
Yep.
You know what
I mean?
Yeah. Some
I always
just some
get
white
sliced
bread, like.
I like the leaner. I like the slice, like leaner brisket. And then throw it on some bread, throw some sauce on it.
Did you just say leaner brisket? Nah, dude.
I don't like the fatty.
I love the fat.
I hate
bro.
It's a texture thing. I cannot the texture.
I like it kind of in the middle. Like I don't want it.
A little
I want
bit's
it to
fine.
be juicy and fucking, but I don't want like big chunks of fucking.
I feel like the fat is where the flavor's at. It's like all the sodium soaks into it and all the fucking good shit.
Well, if it's a good barbecue joint, any lean or fatty is gonna be tasty and juicy.
Yeah, I just want it juicy and tender. That's all I care about. You know what I mean?
Tender for sure. You don't want to be sitting there
That's
chewing.
The one thing.
Like,
I don't care
have like
what
the
happens.
strands
like,
going through.
It better just fall apart. Like.
Yeah, I don't want beef jerky.
Damn
like
I'm so fucking hungry.
No, dude, like that's one of those things where I want to go to Japan for like I feel like because they have like Japanese barbecue, it's like different from ours,
like chashu, like pork chat.
Yeah, like
my sister said when she went to Japan, like they did this thing, like I think it's probably the Japanese barbecue, but they had like octopus and shrimp and stuff, and like you put it on a little stick and you cook it over a fire and like.
Oh, I'm sure that's dope.
It seemed like a cool experience.
Yakitori, or is that just?
I'm not 100% sure, but it was like a big thing. Like she said, there was like a lot of people there, and they all hung out and like cooked together, fucking on this thing, and like
they have like these like places you can go to in Japan where it's just like their Japanese barbecue. You pay like $29 and it's all you can eat. Like you just chill and just eat barbecue. They just keep bringing you food.
That sounds like fun. Have you ever been to Fogo de Chao?
No. I've had lots of friends who've been there, but
so fucking good. It's Brazilian barbecue
where they like cut it off.
They cut it off sticks. Like they cut. Okay, so like you have like it's kind of like ponchos. You have like a a round like thing, and it's on your table, and it's red on one side and green on the other. And when it's red, they'll stop coming, and when it's green, they'll start coming. And you turn the green over, and like they'll just start coming up to your plate and like cutting like hunks of meat off. They'll be like filet mignon, and you're like yes, and they're like what?
Damn.
Do you like they're like medium, and you're like yes, and they just cut it right off, swing on your fucking plate.
I'm gonna like just disappear because my body is just consuming itself right now.
You have to go there.
I'm so hungry.
It's like $50, and then like not only do they have the whole meat buffet with like every kind of meat you can think of, like lamb and sausage and filet mignon, whatever. And then, like, they have a buffet that's, like, the salad bar, which obviously has salad, but it also has, like, candied bacon and, like, mashed potatoes and, like, every kind of side you can fucking think of. Like, it's incredible. It's, like, the best buffet-style thing ever.
How do they make money doing that? I feel like that's so expensive.
I mean, I feel like
especially in this economy.
They kind of, like, just, like, guess how much somebody's going to eat and then put the price,
and this probably,
over
honestly,
over
like,
the
I always go in
I would assume. I mean, there's got to be...
I don't think it's different per person going in. You probably
No,
pay
no,
like
but
a
I'm talking
flat
about just a general. Like, they take an average of how much people eat and then put it, well enough over that they'll generally always make a profit.
I think they try to get
They have to, otherwise they'd go out of business.
Yeah, like they'll come through like and just fill you the fuck up. Like you get so full so fast. Like I always go in hungry as fuck, thinking I'm just gonna like eat everything,
just destroy.
And I'm just like, by the time they drop the fucking third chunk of steak on my plate, I'm like, all right, I can't fucking do this anymore.
The problem is like I take it as a challenge. Like if you're gonna do this, like I'm gonna fucking.
If
eat,
you were
bro.
like bulking like and just wanted protein, this would be the fucking place to go. Like
yeah, I mean, I'm sure you'd be fine after one steak, but like I just like the mental part of it. Like I'm paying for this, I'm gonna eat until I've got my money's worth.
Oh,
all right,
dude, yeah.
Even if I'm crying when
you
I
should
leave.
seriously go up there with me and Audra one day. Like it's like our favorite fucking restaurant ever.
I'm down, dude.
Like
I'm down.
we
Yeah,
go
I've
there.
never been.
It's so fun. We should all go. It's a lot of fun.
For sure. Yeah.
Anyways, what
Yeah,
Jamel,
so-
did you do anything interesting?
Besides watching that movie, no, not really.
What an uneventful life you live.
I live a very. I work from home. Like
Did you guys finish The Last of Us?
No.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You guys can talk about it. I don't care. Just go for it.
I
mean,
I
you
thought
played the game.
Yeah,
so,
it's just like the game.
Oh,
It
okay.
ends just
Even
like-
the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
The ending is almost like shot for shot, like exactly
Yeah.
how the game is. So.
Shot for shot. Yeah, he like shoots everybody.
Yeah.
And spoilers.
I genuinely am excited to see what they do next season. We'll talk about it a little in the news, I think.
How was the like how do you feel that their relationship grew? Like, does it feel real? Like, does it feel like the game where you're
in the
like,
game you spend a lot more time together, so it feels like you feel more of a bond between Ellie and Joel. This is just my personal opinion, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
the show does do a good job of conveying like why they are so like in debt to each other and stuff, you know what I mean? Like and why they like care so much about each other, you know what I mean? Cuz like a big turning point for Joel emotionally in the game is whenever Ellie like saves him with the fucking infection.
From getting stabbed. Yeah,
when
with
he
the
had the
penicillin.
antibiotics. Yeah.
Yeah.
So after that, he's kind of just all about fucking Ellie in the game and the show. You know what I mean? But it feels more like, I don't know, like that whole sequence where Ellie gets abducted by the cannibals and shit, like that whole process takes longer in the fucking game.
Yeah.
Like he's like in the cabin with his little fucking syringe of fucking antibiotics, just like tweaking out for like a week while she's off like fucking with these cannibals. So it makes more sense why she's like super duper traumatized too. Like obviously you're gonna be traumatized. You get abducted by cannibals, almost eaten.
Yeah, no matter the amount of time.
And then you hack the dude up, but like at the same time, like it makes more sense how affected she is, like with the whole like just a little bit more time that they spend on that situation in the game makes it feel a little more impactful. I don't know.
Well, as from someone who hasn't played the game and only watched the show, I feel like they developed the relationship really well, and that towards the end, like you really see that there is that bond between them now. compared to like where they started at and everything.
Yeah.
Like when he first started, she was just a package to deliver. And then by the end, he murders a whole fucking hospital of people to save her.
Yeah.
Like
Shouldn't have been in the hospital. He like sends a text to the doctor. He's like, "Don't go to the hospital tomorrow."
but like, yeah,
See him
but
just,
looking at it as
not
like
go.
just as like a story that I watched as a show, like it was really good, start to finish. I
can't
thoroughly
wait.
enjoyed
Have
it.
you played the game on? Have you played episode 2?
No, I haven't played 1 or 2.
Oh, you're in for a fucking
Yeah.
treat, dude.
Yeah, so don't spoil.
I won't
and
spoil nothing.
I think I'm gonna keep it that way. Honestly,
You should.
at this point, like
Just avoid spoilers.
the watching the show, not knowing what was gonna happen was very enjoyable because everybody that played the game knew exactly, like it was like you said,
Yeah.
it was frame for frame, and like everybody knew what was gonna happen. But me, I was like, oh, sweet. Like, and,
Dude, I personally think also that's another thing, like that scene where like she fucking fights the guy in the burning lodge or whatever, like that's like a major boss fight in like the fucking game. So it was cool how they like made like a boss fight from the game into like a scene
of,
you know what I mean? Like I don't know, it was interesting how they played that out.
Yeah,
you know?
it was really good.
You just see like an X pop up for like the quick time event.
I will say this though, I while I really enjoy episode 1 or whatever, part 1, I think Last of Us Part 2 is like one of the best fucking stories ever told. Like I really think that the fucking second season is gonna be just fucking epic. Like I really do, especially if they follow the story. And apparently they're gonna fucking use Bella Ramsey again in like the time jump or whatever. So
Yeah, they said they have no intention of recasting her unless she doesn't want to do it.
How could they change her? I mean, it's not like it's that far in the future.
it's 5 years in the future, but
Yeah.
it's also at like a point in Ellie's life where she's like, you like visibly see her like go through puberty and shit. Like she's like a different person. In the
Well,
next
and that's the
game.
problem
You know
that
what
they're
I mean?
gonna face with Bella Ramsey is like
She's already like 18 or
she's 19.
But they've
yeah.
been making her up to look younger this whole time.
Really?
Oh.
Did they have her short? Because she's short, right?
She is short, and I think, but like I don't know, if you give Bella Ramsey like a workout regimen to start now and just do until fucking
Yeah, I think if she made a
they
physical
start
change
filming,
like that, it would
because they
look
said they're
she'd look
not
more
filming
grown.
till they said that it won't be out till 2025. So I think Bella Ramsey's just gonna go get fucking jacked and like get a fucking like sleeve full of fake tattoos. You know what I mean? And she'll be fine. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
she's
Like
she's
does
5'1".
Ellie have tattoos in the game?
in the game, in the second game, Ellie has a whole fucking sleeve of tattoos. Yeah.
What if they just like recast her and then she plays as Abby? They just completely
That would just
confuse
be
the shit out of
ridiculous.
everybody.
Everybody was so fucking confused. I've heard a lot of people saying they want Ronda Rousey to play Abby, but I feel like her acting is so
She's
bad.
way too old.
I feel like she stayed in good enough shape. Like you see her in fucking like the WWE.
She stayed in
stuff.
shape, but she looks her age. Like she doesn't look like a 20-something-year-old.
Yeah, you're right. You're
And
right.
and she's too stiff of an actor. Like I don't.
No, I agree. I think
I
he
don't.
needs-
She would stand out. In my opinion, she would stay with the cast that was in part 1. You know, whoever's returning. Like I don't know.
If Jennifer Lawrence wasn't 30-something, she could have pulled it
I
off.
want a real buff bitch. Like, I'm not even fucking around. Like, I want an actually just ripped fucking.
Well,
chick.
anybody can do that. Anybody could get buff. Like
No, but
any
I mean,
actress.
like, I want them to like be like go the extra mile.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
I'm saying like, let's pump this bitch up with steroids. Like, let's
Oh
go.
my God.
Let's get really,
They
really.
do it to all the
jacked.
men actors.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll do
Like,
it to them.
I really think. Man, I think they should cast a bodybuilder or something. Like, I think they should cast somebody who's just like abnormally, just freakishly jacked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then use like CG to shoot the like earlier life scenes where she's younger. You know what I mean? Like, I think honestly, I think that's the route we should go. Like, let's.
They just get a man and they just put like a wig on him, like like
Yes, dude.
they CG a girl's face onto him. Like I could see that happening. I don't
Jesus Christ.
know. Like they'll figure it out. I mean, I trust that. Like if they did this well with the first season, they're gonna find the right stuff. You know?
There's got to be some jack chicks out there. Get one of those physical.
Yeah, there's
100,
plenty of women
like,
bodybuilders.
you know
and
what
stuff.
I mean?
The one that's like married to the bodybuilder.
Yes,
yeah, like.
dude. Oh man, she was jacked, dude.
But see, that's the thing. They could do. I just imagine them putting out like this. Like a call, like
Casting call.
a casting call where it's just like jacked bitches, like Brent said.
If nothing
Buff
else, she
bitch.
needs to be
Buff
like
bitch.
she needs to be like at least like way taller and like she just needs to be imposing as fuck, like like intimidating to everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just feel like we need like a
The fact is she would have to take on. I'm not even gonna say who, but she has to take
Well,
on
that's
some.
been spoiled all across the fucking internet.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say it just because I don't want to be blamed for that. But like,
It's not just that.
okay,
She's got to
for
take
her,
on a lot of motherfuckers.
I know, but
like,
for her to be imposed, like, and this is not even to like, I'm not trying to sound sexist, but to take on an adult man, like, you have to be pretty fucking big. Like,
it's not even just that. Like, Bella Ramsey's gonna have to get to a point where she's a little more fucking scary too, because honestly, like, Ellie is a scary bitch in the fucking second game. Like, she is just killing motherfuckers.
they
dude.
should just
like,
get UFC fighters.
that would be dope.
like straight up.
Even in the modern UFC roster,
Who's the
I don't
UFC
think anybody's big enough
chick
to
who
like.
has the shaved head, like the one who she's got the shaved head.
Rose?
She had,
Not
yeah,
Rose?
Rose. Like, I feel like if they got her
She's not
buffed
big
up,
enough,
if they got her,
though.
come on. Whenever they film to make them taller.
Like, I don't even think the UFC has a weight class big enough. We need like a 200-pound chick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not joking. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really think that she's out there somewhere.
What's her name off of that was on The Mandalorian? What was?
Yeah, Gina Carano. But
Gina-
She got canceled.
Yeah, but even she's not big enough. Like she's big enough. Like, I don't know, man. She's close to like big enough, but she's not muscular enough. You know, like we could get her big enough for sure. We need somebody like her for sure. Yeah.
So trust me, they're gonna do it. They're gonna find somebody yacked. It's gonna happen.
That's all I care about, dude.
Brett's very
they just need
upset
to be
about this.
fucking yoked, dude. Because that's a big part of the story. Is like her spending years just getting fucking yoked. You
Roided.
know what I mean? Like,
I've done 400 push-ups in the last 10 minutes. It's like, yeah, we just want to let you know we're going to the store. It's like, I'm gonna kill everyone.
bro, she just spends like 5 years on her fucking Mulan shit, just like climbing fucking trees and just fucking lifting weights
Getting
and
down
shit.
to
Like,
business.
you know.
I like it. Okay,
Yeah,
let's get into currently playing. What are you guys playing?
Let's see. I played the Resident Evil 4 demo.
Yeah, me too. We talked about this.
We did talk about
yeah.
this. Did you play it?
I did
Tim?
not. No.
Oh.
Boo.
Sue me. Sue me.
I'm hitting the sue button.
A lawsuit just happened.
The guy walks in with a file.
Joke's on you. I ain't got no money to
It's
sue.
like you've been served.
Yeah, so I played that. I played a little bit of Persona 3, and most importantly, I've been playing Switchback VR, which...
Okay, how is that? I've been seeing some stuff about that.
I've been seeing a lot of negativity about it, but I find it very enjoyable.
Is it a rail shooter?
It is a rail shooter,
Okay.
but like it's literally like a rail shooter, and it's the sequel to. I knew what I'm getting into because it's the sequel to Rush of Blood, which is also a roller coaster VR shooter,
Yeah.
House of the Dead style game. But like,
yeah,
Those are fun.
it's a lot of fun, especially in VR. Like this particularly, and I think this doesn't resonate with most people because it's like it's a tie-in to the Dark Pictures games. You know, like the Man
So
of
they don't know
Medan
who
and
all
stuff.
these people
Yeah,
are.
so you're getting taken through all these settings that if you played the other games, you're like, oh, haha, this is cool. This is iconic from the fucking game, you know?
but if you haven't, then you're just like, oh, rail shooter.
Yeah,
I
probably.
think
yeah.
they really fucked up by doing an anthology and
Well-
like making it all part of the same thing. They should have just stuck with their original IP shit. Like, I don't know why they did that. I think that really hurt them. Like, I don't think enough people bought the anthology for them to know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the games are different enough to where you don't have to play the whole anthology.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like they needed to brand it as an anthology.
But they
like-
did. You know, that's the problem. It's like every time it came out, it's like part of the Dark Pictures anthology. Whenever you put that shit at the beginning, people are like, well, I didn't play the first one, so I'm not
Well,
going to play this
I
one.
think the Dark Pictures anthology was an excuse for them to release games that weren't quite as long or as like you
Yeah.
know, like the Quarry.
Episodic.
The Quarry is a much bigger, more like structured game than most of the Dark Pictures anthology games. So I think That's kind of their like label, like, okay, this game's $40, but it's also just a more condensed version of like our other fucking.
What was the original game they did?
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. Yeah. That was the one. That one was dope.
Anyways, but this game, a lot of the flack I've been seeing online is like everybody's like, oh, it's super low resolution and like fucking the graphics are bad, and I'm like, I just don't find the graphics that bad, you know? Like maybe I've been playing my fucking Quest 2 without a computer for too long or something, but like, I didn't fucking like mind it so much, you know?
Well, and you got to take into account specifically. I mean, Jamel was a good example of this. Like people that are coming into VR now, and especially with the PSVR 2, like they have very high expectations for these
VR
graphics
in
and
general,
everything. Yeah, for graphics. So a lot of people are coming into it. Not saying that
I mean, it's true.
Not saying this is Jamel's standpoint, but a lot of other people are coming into be expecting PS5 graphics in the VR headset,
right?
And you're just not gonna.
And
get
I will
that.
say this: it's not like by any means, it's not like a very super. It's not the best graphics I've ever seen in a game, but it's also not what I was going into the game for. You know, like
but a lot of other people are like a lot of people that are this is their first buy-in to VR, and they just don't know how far VR's actually come, and and where it's at is actually good comparatively. And it's all because of rendering and stuff. People don't realize that a view is having to get rendered separately for each eye, and then have and
Draw
then everything
distance and all
everything
that
else
shit.
that goes into it
there's so much
causes
more.
a much bigger render load, and that's why we don't have games that look as crisp as flat screen PC and PS5 and Xbox.
Well, technically, I mean they're on
Series X. Sorry.
They're on the Super Nintendo. Like that's what, like, if you think about it, PSVR was NES. This is Super Nintendo. We haven't even reached the N64 part yet. You know what I'm saying? Give it one more generation of VR, and I think it's going to be like the next thing. Yeah, it's like we're still at the very early stages of VR.
I feel like VR is progressing at a very at a good rate. Like,
good rate.
Like I think when the first PSVR dropped, this is about what I was hoping, about the rate I was hoping VR would like move along. You know what I mean?
But there's some PC VR examples that are just outshine it. I mean, Half-Life Alyx looks incredible, like on a good rig.
Cool.
I'll be surprised if we don't get a Half-Life Alyx port on PSVR 2 at some point in the near future. You know what I mean?
There's a game that I played that I'm going to talk about here in a second that looks fantastic.
Talk about it now. What do we got?
Veil. I purchased Veil.
What's Veil?
VR. So Veil is coming out, and it's trying to be the esports shooter of VR.
Oh.
And it has incredible gunplay. Like all the guns feel really good, and it's just a competitive shooter.
Has it got a busy group of people playing?
No, not yet. But I think it's gonna blow up. Yeah, right.
That's one of the biggest problems I find with like multiplayer VR games is it's a lot of them are great games that just don't have a community. Like there was this VR battle royale game that like before Population 1 came out, it was like the one everybody was playing, and it was a lot of fun. But then the second Population 1 came out, dead, just completely dead servers.
And this one's not dead. Like I bought it today because I found it it's on the spring Steam sale for $7 at the moment. It's originally $20. They plan to do free to play eventually, and that was like their initial plan. But then when it came out, it was $20. Right now, it's like $6.49 on Steam with the spring sale, and I picked it up literally like a couple hours before the show, and I played several matches. And when I looked at the server queue, I mean, there was at least 15 different matches going full of players, and it's a 10 player. I only saw TDM going, but they've got several other game modes. But it's got just a really slick looking kind of coat of paint to it. The maps are really well built and structured for competitive play. Like I didn't get spawn trapped at any point, or I didn't have the little, like on contractors, kids won't even fucking put their gun up. They'll just shoot from the hip.
Yeah.
And just headshot you everywhere. Like there was a little bit more TTK, and like you actually had to like aim and shoot and everything. It was really good. First impressions were really, really good. I'm sure it'll get a little dry after playing it for a little while, but they plan to expand on it. They've already had a tournament and stuff that with like a 35K prize pool.
Oh wow!
So they're really trying to push it as the esports shooter and
The
whatnot.
premier shooter of VR.
I'll try it out. Shit, if I could win 35K, like.
Oh well,
That's
but that
already
was like
over, That was
I'm
their
really
marketing
good at,
budget.
No, literally, they should have put all that into having it launch on Quest to begin with, because that's one big thing that brings a lot of players in is if a VR game launches with a Quest version as well.
Yeah.
Imagine you go to do that tournament and it's like 3 people and you're just like, it's like 2 kids and then you, and you just win 35 grand because they were dumb, put all that money towards it.
No, these were like hardcore VR players and had been a
VR
part of the
vets.
They've been a part of Veil for a while, and like
I was there
it
through
was like
Pop 1.
they had the whole. I saw like a quick clip of like that tournament and stuff, and they had like a legitimate like esports little setup to it and everything, and like custom headsets that they're all using and
I was
stuff.
about to say, do they like regulate what headset you have to use and stuff?
No, they gave them all. It looked like they all had matching headsets, and then the headsets even had like little LED displays on it with like shit and whatnot. It had a very esports professional like look to it.
I wonder what headsets they were. Could you
I don't
tell?
know. No, it was like a super quick clip.
Hmm.
But no, playing it, I was really
if you
impressed.
Get to the fucking
It's all
the
PSVR.
thing and they just make you play on some bullshit fucking like mixed reality Windows headset
Android
or something.
VR, like.
Nah, it was, if I had to guess, maybe like a Vive or something, but
Damn.
or a Reverb G2.
I was about to say the reverbs that seem to be popular in like fucking
Esports stuff.
esports and
But
fucking
dude, with
stuff
the
like that.
with my Quest 2 on my 3060, it was very, very crisp. Like it looks really, really good. And that was one of the things that stood out. And like even when you're looking down, ADS and looking down sites and stuff, all the different scopes, like it all looks really good. And I was murdering motherfuckers. Like I had a really good time
I don't
with
know
it.
if I'm gonna buy any more like VR games for like Steam until I get a better graphics card, because like my 2060 just struggles with fucking a lot of VR stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm planning on getting a new graphics card, but at this point I want to wait on a 40 series and just see what they do for the low end like 40 series cards before I like buy one, because now I can actually get one. Like, I'm seeing 3070s for like $400. You know what I mean? But it's like I don't know if I want to like get a 30
save up a little more and get a 40 series.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, especially I would rather get a 4060 than a fucking 3070, because it's like, and I don't even know what the specs are on that yet, but it's like I want to be able to use like DLSS
Well, the added
3
software.
and
Yeah,
stuff,
the software jump between the 30 series and the 40 series is significant, I think,
Yeah.
versus the 30 to the 20 or 20 to the 30.
Yeah.
Like we have all the Ada Lovelace and the DLSS 3 and everything with the 40 series now. I think it's a significant jump. If I were you, I would just wait and save up for a 40
That's
series.
what I was thinking. Yeah.
Personally, because I'm even considering, even having a 3060, like I'm even considering saving up and upgrading to a 40 series just because
Sell
of
your
the
3060.
software,
Yeah.
the software jump.
I've
that's
seen a lot of
involved.
videos where the 3060 only marginally outperforms the 2060, like, but the VRAM, the extra VRAM makes a big difference.
The VRAM
like,
is night and day difference
Yeah.
between the 26, because I went from 2060 to 3060 and my VR performance almost doubled. Like only because it was able to render a lot more at the same time. Not so much power wise, it's just capacity. Like
yeah.
that going from that 6 gigabyte to 12.
I've decided that if I was going to get a 30 series card, the lowest I would go is probably the 3060 Ti, just because the RAM that it uses is the GDR6X or whatever, and like the normal 3060 uses like, it's only, okay, so 3060 Ti only has 8 gigs of RAM, right? VRAM. But it's got like better VRAM. Like it's got a different,
more efficient.
Yeah, it's got like a different type of VRAM.
The CUDA
altogether.
cores or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know the
like,
technical specs or whatever, but it's like,
I know my 3060's got 12, and I'm super happy with it right now.
Yeah, that's like double what I'm working with right now.
Yeah, I know. I was
I will
rocking
say
the
this:
2060.
I'm impressed with the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck has 6 gigabytes of VRAM, which
Yeah.
I find to be really nice for what it is. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very impressive, and it's got like 16 gigabytes of RAM built into it. Like, I don't know. It's a decent little machine.
Yeah.
I guess we should probably jump into this as well while we're talking about this. You guys get anything from the Steam Spring Sale?
Well, yeah, I got the Veil, and then I got the second game that I played, which it's not really a game actually. It's a 3D sculpting application called Shape
Oh.
Lab.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And I've always wanted to mess with. I've always wanted to do it, even just flat screen. But you gotta have a like a drawing tablet and everything.
Can you draw?
Yeah.
You can draw?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
I've always
Draw me
been
like one of your
artistically
French
inclined.
girls that-
Yeah, I was about to say like I've been waiting. No, just kidding. No, wait.
Now,
So
I've
you
always
can
been
draw?
artistically inclined. Like when I first went to Sam Houston, I went as an art major.
Oh, that's sick.
Wait, so what can you draw though? Like what kind of stuff do you draw? Like what's your thing?
I mean, what I enjoyed a lot was landscape or like inanimate objects. I always had a hard time drawing people, but like that doesn't exactly translate to 3D sculpting. It does a little bit because I can visualize and then kind of do it. Like what I did with Shape Lab when I first opened it up, the controls are extremely intuitive, and anything that I do in Shape Lab, I can convert it to an SLT file or STL file and 3D print it. So that's
Ooh.
why it was on
So
Steam.
you could make a big old dick and 3D print it if you wanted to.
There's not enough
Yes.
there's not
Yes,
enough
Brent.
ink for that.
Yes, Brent.
Cool.
No, so I just messing with like random shapes and stuff. When I first got into it, just learning the tools and stuff, I made like a little monster head, just like fucking around. I made like something that looks
Did
like
you
it was out of
3D
Rick and
print it?
Morty. No, I don't have a 3D printer yet.
Oh, we gotta get you one.
But I am going to get one. But I wanted to make sure that I could actually like do stuff, because learning all the flat screen like 3D sculpting applications and stuff on like a drawing tablet is a very long process.
Bro, I'd be printing some dumb shit.
But in VR, it's so freaking intuitive. It's like you're sculpting just in the space right there. You can grab the object that you're sculpting. You can walk around it, look around it. You can use the tools in either hand, whatever dominancy you have. And then there's a whole like just a giant list of different tools that you can use. You can pinch the sculpting. You can flatten it, trim it, whatever. And after I did that little Rick and Morty looking monster head, you can also paint in it as well. But after I did that, you can upload like templates, and they have just a very plain looking like what you'd see on like a mannequin head. And I tried to like layer it and make it look like an actual person's face. And in 30 minutes, I got it looking like an actual person's face compared to what it started out as.
Wow.
Yeah. So like it's that intuitive that I was able, in the hour that I spent with it, I was able to do some serious stuff with it. And I plan to eventually get a 3D printer, and I can also upload STL files, and STL files are what you print 3D print stuff. I can upload files into this program and
Edit 'em.
and alter it. Yeah, I can alter it to
Oh,
how I want it to
cool.
look. So
So you can draw a dick on things.
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah. No, I can take like, for
Still
instance,
not enough
I'm
ink.
doing like Mando. I want to do like full Mando armor.
Oh, fuck
Because
yeah.
I have that helmet. Well, I want to do more Mando armor, but I want to have some like custom stuff on it, so I could just upload the STL file in the VR sculpting and do whatever I want to.
Nice.
So
Oh,
like
yeah.
the possibilities are endless with it, and it's also just something to just have like a creative outlet that I haven't done any kind of art or anything in a long time, and I've really been itching to do something, to create something.
You should make like just weeb figurines and sell them.
I could do that. I could do custom models and then sell them to people who do like or are super into VR chat and stuff.
Yeah.
There's like all kinds of like shapes. There's so much that you can do, and it's not the most extensive 3D modeling application, but I got it for like $40, I think. 30.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna tell me it was like $4 or something. VR.
No. Oh no. But like compared to like real like flat screen people that actually do this shit
Yeah.
for a living, I mean you're looking at like $100 a month.
Yeah.
Type shit, or like ZBrush is one of the top 3D sculpting applications, and it's like hundreds of dollars. Like
You could
for,
use
like,
like
a
Maya
subscription.
or like one of those things, right? You could just use like a Unreal Engine and model stuff, or Blender, or like
Blender, but Blender is a very steep learning curve and stuff. Like as intuitive as it was in the level of detail, you can change. It does it by polygons too, and instead of this other form that a lot of other applications use. And you can literally see how many polygons are getting used in what you're modeling, and then you can also take it down. You can smooth it out to where it's like a less resolution or higher resolution if you want. and just
Nice.
a bunch of different stuff that you can do with it. And I was very, very impressed. For $40, it was on sale on the it's like $60, and just how intuitive it was in VR just blew my mind. It was so cool.
Wouldn't that suck if you were born with low resolution textures like everybody else has?
Polygons,
Yeah.
like-
I'm glad life doesn't work like that.
But it was super cool. And then real quick, it was mostly VR that I played. I did play a little bit of COD with the boys. But then another thing, No Man's Sky got a VR update.
Oh yeah.
But because of it was mainly for PSVR 2, but it was also for PC VR. But I think they fucked shit up on the PC VR end because
Does it look weird or something now?
no, it's like the loading in. It'll stutter a good bit on like loading textures and stuff in now. And I was running everything on Ultra just fine.
Maybe
It
they
looked amazing.
optimize it for the fucking NVMe SSD thing for the PS5.
And
or some
that's what I'm thinking because it's like once everything loads in, it's fine. But I didn't have this issue beforehand. So whatever they did, I think you're exactly right. I think it was an optimization for the NVMe with the PS5 because yeah, it takes like I hopped into it. I had everything set at ultra, and if I would go into a different space or anything like that, it would stutter to hell and until everything loaded in. But then once everything loaded in, it was
good.
fine. It looked amazing, and it only looks slightly better than it did, in my opinion.
I need to play this. Honestly,
Dude, No Man's Sky in VR it's definitely an experience
my
worth
problem is like
worth
I've
doing.
always fucking hated like resource management survival games. Like it's just not my thing.
Well,
Like,
you can play creative mode.
see, I might be into that.
Yeah, creative mode, you can go in
Is
creative
there
mode.
any like challenge to it in creative mode?
No.
Like is
well,
it just
well, no, because then you don't have to resource management.
see like I want to like do combat and stuff. I just don't.
You can still
wanna-
fight in creative mode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can still fight things and you can still die technically. You just have unlimited resources.
Okay.
So
yeah.
you could go
that sounds
in-
Fun.
And you can, yeah, and they've gone pretty, like the base building is pretty extensive now. Even you can build bases on freighters now too. You can build bases on freighters, on planets, and have teleporters between everything. You can have a whole fleet of ships and stuff like.
Oh, cool.
And one of the coolest fucking experiences in VR that I've had was flying in my ship and going through an atmosphere into a planet, like,
Oh yeah.
and vice versa. Flying off of a planet into space in VR is just so fucking cool.
All
like
right,
that
I might
seamless.
Have to try that. I tried it on
seamless
the
transition.
original PSVR back in the day, and like the graphics were just terrible. But that was a original PSVR,
Yeah.
so you know what I mean.
Well, and
Like,
when I played it on 2060, it was dog shit. But like the 3060 and the 12 gigabytes, I guess it just allowed it to do
do
more.
its thing, yeah.
And it was like the first time I played it on 3060, it was a whole different game.
yeah.
Like, and I put everything up to ultra, and it was fucking gorgeous. But
I
now
got-
I've got to like tweak it down, and I was messing with it yesterday a little bit, and I could not find the sweet spot. I think it is an issue with the loading though.
I actually gotta say, like, you know, sorry to go back to Switchback, but like, you know, people have a problem with like the low resolution textures or whatever. But like, honestly, I feel like the game looked really good. Like, there was like, it really showed off the OLED fucking, you know, thing, because you have things like jumping out of the darkness at you and like
Yeah.
disappearing into the darkness.
Oh
and, like,
yeah,
you
I
know
mean
what
any
Like,
horror game in VR is gonna excel in PSVR.
but it
too, I
also
feel like.
shows off the HDR really well. Like, there's a scene where you're in Switchback where you're like riding your roller coaster through a house that's like burning. You know what I mean? And like
the vibrant
the
colors.
vibrant like reds and stuff are
Yeah.
really like, you know, just in your face. Like, I don't know.
Dude, you got to give No Man's Sky a try, and
I'm
also
not-
like you can tame animals now and ride them in
Oh,
VR.
That sounds dope,
Dude, it's so cool riding. I tamed like this flying creature and I rode it in VR.
what?
Cool, it's a pretty cool experience.
All right, yeah, I'm doing
Yeah.
this. I've been wanting to get it like on sale. I think I can probably find a used copy of it for like $25 or something. Because I think the PS4
Oh, yeah.
version will give you a free update to the PS5
Really?
version or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, you can find it for dirt cheap. I'm
Just go to
sure.
GameStop.
That's what I'm
sure
thinking,
they
yeah.
are there. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, especially with the PSVR 2 update. It's I guess it's better optimized for the PSVR 2 now. So I would definitely try it.
Hell yeah.
So
Did
but
you
that's
play
all.
anything else?
No, that's all I've been playing.
All right. The only thing I bought from the Steam sale, which I think it goes to the 23rd.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do. I get paid on the 23rd, so and I think
grab
everything then.
they said that the Steam sale ends at like 10 on the 23rd, and I get paid at like 6 on the 23rd. So from 6 to 10, I'm going in, dog.
Yeah, I'm buying the whole store.
Dude, there are so many good fucking deals on the spring sale.
They really
it's
are, bro.
especially VR
Well,
too.
there's
I
a lot that they
honestly
don't show on the main page. Like I was sitting here because like I wanted to get this game a while ago, and I searched it, and it was like $40. And I was like, I'm not paying $40 for a game from the Xbox 360. And then I went and checked; it was $3.99. The fucking Condemned Criminal Origins. It's $3.99.
Yeah, dude.
So I bought that. That's the only thing I bought so far. I'm looking for other stuff to buy, but
I've been thinking about playing Condemned again because
it's amazing.
Steam Deck verified, so I was like, I might as well just hop on that shit.
I don't know if that's gonna work because when I bought the game, it's unplayable right off the bat. Like you have to go and I went to PC Gaming Wiki and like had to download some file and put it into the executable or whatever because the frame rate is like it drops like below 0. Like it's fucking insane. It's like
just freezes.
It literally will like freeze up like even during the cutscenes.
Oh, I had that same thing happen when I tried to play Fear. Like
it's made in the same engine as Fear.
Interesting.
So it's something to do with
Fear
that.
was
that
like
engine.
locked at like 24 frames per second or something until I fucking did the same thing you're talking about. Yeah.
And once I did that though, it's perfect. Though there are some things I've noticed about it that I didn't notice when I was a kid. Like when you go to like any staircase, he immediately just slows down and just like slinks up the staircase. And I guess it's to build tension about what might be around the corner, like once you get up the stairs. But like I always remembered it just being like free flow, like do whatever you want. But like literally, like if there's garbage on the ground, like just like dirt and stuff, and you step over it, he like slows down really slow. And I looked it up; it's always been that way. I don't remember that.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like just part of the gameplay.
It must just be like a mechanic to build tension if you get chased or something. You know what I mean?
It is, and like but it's still a beautiful game. Like especially for one that came out on the 360. Yeah, I mean it's like dated, but it still looks really good. Especially it's like super atmospheric and super scary. Yeah, like for some reason they found a way to make homeless people just extremely scary. Like,
have you ever been around homeless people? Pretty scary.
Well, it's like you're a cop.
Sorry for any homeless people that are watching.
On your phones that you have, but like so like you started off, like, and I always forgot about like why you're going around fighting homeless people consistently, but like there's like a serial killer on the loose, and and so like. You immediately like you hear somebody upstairs and the guy's like, he's still here. All right, we're gonna go up the thing. And he like cuts the power. He's like, we're gonna go up the fucking fire escape and you go that way. And he's like, oh yeah, and be careful. He's like, they've been on a lot of drugs lately. He's like there's like this new drug going around that's making them like just like primal, like
it's called fentanyl.
Yeah, like basically it's like they're on fucking bath salts. And so like you like open a door and there's just like this like fucking homeless drug addict who's just like runs at you like a fucking zombie, and like you just fucking blast him. You're not like stop, I'm a cop, you don't try
Jesus
to
Christ.
you just murder all
Judge,
of them.
Jury, and executioner right on the spot.
You kill more people than the serial killer within the first like
5 seconds of the game.
Yeah.
And like
we gotta stop this serial killer. It's murdering all these homeless people.
Yeah.
Homeless guy.
It's better than Condemned 2 though, with the fucking mannequins that pop up around every fucking corner.
And
like
the bear, like I feel like
cocaine bear.
Basically, there's like a cocaine bear, and like you're just like running from. I've never been afraid of a bear. Like bears don't scare me. Like just like we've been over this.
Scary ass bear.
Bears should scare you, sir.
It's not like sharks to me. Sharks are scary.
Real life bears are scary as hell.
I'm sure, but I'm not.
If I see a real bear, I'm fucking.
Yeah,
I'm not hightailing it because they can catch you. Like what do you do? I don't know what you do, but I'm
put a tree in between.
Throw it a sandwich and then run away.
Yeah, I always carry like a couple sandwiches
you gotta
on
keep
me.
a spare sandwich on you when you're in bear country.
Oh, absolutely, and that's everywhere, so I've always got a sandwich on me. You never know when a bear's gonna show up.
That's true.
So yeah, but like I'm telling you, Condemned Criminal Origins worth a play. It's only $3.99 on Steam right now till the 23rd. Grab it, go to PC Gaming Wiki, and throw in that fucking file, and you'll be good to go. It's a perfect game. Anyways.
Sweet.
Oh, and I played Warzone. You know, same old.
I'm so shocked.
I've been running the knife, dude. Like, dude, I've been fucking slaying people with that knife, dude. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Like, I don't know why I've never ran it before, but I just got like my RPK or the Kastov and then my knife, and that's all I've got. I've been getting a good like 4 or 5 kills every match.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing okay. Better than last couple weeks whenever the broadside was just fucking broken. I gave up COD for a couple weeks because this fucking shotgun. It's a semi-auto shotgun with a 25-round magazine and then Dragon's Breath. And that was the only thing people were using on the new smaller Resurgence map.
And the big map. It's
shit.
like, yeah, because like you could just like aim in a direction and not even look down your sight and just shoot that direction, and everybody that way would just die.
Yeah, fuck everybody in that general direction.
Yeah. Like a whole team would run out, and you just and they're just like, just like everybody just fly. I'm like, fuck this game, dude. Like, and everybody would have Dragon's Breath on their fucking shotguns. So it's like, even if you get hit like once and you get around the corner, the fucking flames just like kill you. It was bad. It was like Bleed, basically.
I hate to say it, but I've been playing Fortnite lately. And
Dude,
it's
Fortnite's
been
been looking
balanced
crazy.
And dope. Like fucking, they've been doing a really good job with Fortnite lately.
I've seen some crazy shit in Fortnite, like
It's
all the different shit
nuts,
that's in it now.
bro,
Like,
yeah.
it's insane.
It's not the same game it was when it came out.
Fuck
it's
no.
like a whole different thing now.
It's literally in a different engine.
There's like
now,
rail. You can like hop on rails now or some
you
shit.
can grind
like,
rails and shit. It's fucking crazy, bro.
I don't
Tony
even know.
Hawk.
Yeah, dude, you can nollie, fucking front side flip.
Straight
You know
up,
what I'm
dude.
saying?
Tray flip. Not a spin.
Do a Christ air off while you snipe a kid on the ground.
Yeah,
like-
dude, fucking noobs. But anyways, let's get into the news. There's not too much, but let's hop into it. Just
I've actually been thinking. Sorry to
go ahead.
Brent. I've actually been thinking about downloading it and giving it a try just to see because it's been
Come
years
run it with
since
us,
I
bro.
played.
I play with all the people from work, so I got a little gang we can play with.
I might.
gang.
I'll
Gang.
let you know.
Run it with a gang.
Just so you guys know, we are using articles from gaming news sites from around the web, and we do not claim any of the articles as our own. We're just bringing them all to one place so you can have your news. All right, so who wants to go first? Who of us?
I'm guessing not you.
Not me. I don't want to go first. I don't have anything good.
All right, here you go. Bethesda's
Boo. No, I'm just kidding.
Starfield has gotten a rating of R18 in Australian classification board. So that's basically like the fucking
AO.
That's like an AO rating. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like how M isn't considered AO, even though you have to be 18 to play M.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand.
Apparently, the difference in Australia is that there's an MA15, and if you're MA15, right, you have to have a parent with you, but you can still get it if you have a parent like buying it for you.
And you're 15.
If it's 18, if it's R18,
How the fuck
you
are they
can't
gonna
have
prove
it at all.
What?
Yeah, are they going to
how you
prove
gonna-
it's for them? It's like,
Well,
you're not
or-
allowed to have children if you buy this
Well, I
game.
think it's just like cigarettes or something. Like,
Or
you
even
can't
if-
just be like implicitly like,
Oh,
here
yeah.
you go, kid. You
yeah,
know,
it's
like,
illegal. Like, the cops kick in the door, like, fucking no. No, but so, okay, what was it for? Like,
Drug use.
That's it?
Yep.
That
the
was
depiction,
the big thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
the
was
depiction of drug use is what I saw.
They
Right.
must be smoking hella crack in space.
Space
fucking-
crack.
Space crack.
Yeah, what?
Well, didn't
It's
Fallout?
probably because you can get addicted to drugs like Fallout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but my thing is like, so was Fallout rated
no,
M18?
Fallout was rated MA15.
Then what the fuck is the problem?
Can't get addicted to what was the drug in? Fuck.
In Fallout, it was like Jet
Skyrim.
and Psycho. In Skyrim, you could get addicted to skooma, though. There's a drug in every one
Yeah.
of these games.
You can get addicted to skooma.
I
I did a
mean,
lot of skooma in
you can
Skyrim
get fucked
VR.
up in skooma,
Get
though.
addicted.
Well, that's it's some people
Were
have
you a
different
vampire or
tolerances.
something?
I don't know. I think I'm.
Vampires
I
can't
think my
get addicted to
character's
things.
diseased in some way, but I've tried to cure it several times. But everybody tells me, "Oh, You don't look so good.
Yeah, you're a vampire.
He has HIV. My Skyrim character has HIV.
I don't remember this mod.
Yeah. This is a base game, dude.
Vanilla version.
No, but see, like, the thing about it is like, this must be some fucked off drug shit for them to care this much about it. Like, why? Like, what's the difference? I don't understand. Is it just like a real type of drug since it's like based on the NASA stuff? Like, maybe it's like a real drug that exists in the real world.
I don't know.
Could-
there must be something to
Could
it.
be. Yeah, I didn't.
Maybe it's
Did
like
it- did it
heroin
do-
or
did
something.
it-
Maybe Australians are just.
Did the article say anything as to like specifically what it was?
Yeah, does it say in the article?
Let's see. Not really. I don't think so, but let's see. Hang on. It says the rating description doesn't provide any specifics, though. So yeah.
Well,
Drugs are bad.
Mate.
That's
Yeah, mate, it sucks, mate.
You know what's funny to me is like in that game, you're probably going to be able to blow people's heads off and fucking just murder people, have sex, do whatever you want because it's like a typical Bethesda game. But the drugs, man, it's
where
too
they
draw
far.
the line. Yeah.
It's too far. I
Go
can't.
ahead, Jamil.
Okay. I guess I'll do this one. Unless you've got the which one? Hold on, show me what you were about to do so I don't steal
So,
yours.
well, no, that's not. You won't have this.
Okay. All right. Naughty Dog's Neil Druckmann confirmed that the studio has chosen what its next game will be. However, he didn't reveal whether it was The Last of Us Part 3 or a completely different IP. Actually, he did confirm.
No, yeah, they confirmed
He-
it was not a Last of Us Part 3.
This must be an older article, but he did confirm that it's not happening. He said, I know the fans really want The Last of Us Part 3. I hear about it all the time. All I can say is that we're already into our next project, and the decision has already been made. I can't say what it is, but that is the process we went through. There was a lot of consideration of different things, and we picked the thing we were the most excited for.
I don't think that's implicitly like denying The Last of Us Part 3. You know what I mean?
No, they came out and made a statement that
Yeah,
they are
a
not
different
making
article.
The Last of Us Part 3.
Okay.
He added, quote, at the end of every project, we purposefully explore several different projects. Some of them might be a sequel and then a bunch of new ideas. And then we feel like, where do our passions lie?
It's probably a new IP. I mean, if I had to guess, you know,
Yeah.
either
Well,
that or Uncharted, and I don't think they're going to
Swear to
revisit
God if
Uncharted
it's
for a
fucking-
while.
I hope
Like, I
not.
really don't. Like,
What if they okay, so like they have, you know, it's like Bethesda. They got, you know, the Skyrim, they got the Fallout. So now they got the Uncharted, they got the Last of Us. Now they
Space.
need to go to space. That's the next thing.
I mean, Uncharted would make sense because the Legacy of Thieves collection probably sold pretty well when it came out. So I think that's why they put it out, to see how much interest people have in Uncharted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they're gonna do the space of us, dude. It's gonna be crazy.
The space between us.
The space between us, dude.
Bro, honestly, give me a fucking like Dead Space style game made by the fucking
Them.
by them. Fuck yeah, dude. Like,
I
fuck.
feel like that's too childish for them. I feel like they like with Neil Druckmann, now he's like a master HBO director, you know? He's like, I'm not going to, you know, fuck with that shitty shit. Like, I'm going to come in, I'm going to make an amazing plot and like, you know, I'm going to direct this shit. Like, I feel like he's going to do something that
Super original.
yeah, something you wouldn't even think of.
I just hope he doesn't go too Kojima with it, and like we end up with
Death
fucking
Stranding.
Death Stranding.
Naughty Dog version of Death Stranding.
Like, I just hope, like, you know, he realizes that one of the things that makes Last of Us so good is just its like gameplay fundamentals that are like
Yeah.
just a normal good third-person shooter, you know, like
Yeah.
done right with love. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, dude.
Action and compelling
He's
story.
gone the post, man. Dude, and I'm telling you, it's going to be great.
So this isn't exactly video games, but I did have to bring this up because I think this is really cool. So Magic the Gathering is doing a whole set of Lord of the Rings tie-in cards.
oh, okay.
One of these cards being the One Ring. But what's really cool about this is they're making one the One Ring, and it's going to be in completely like dark elvish or something, and they're only going to produce one of them.
That's gonna be worth.
You know how many people are going to die?
There'll
You know how many nerds
So,
are
like,
going to die?
be like a regular version where all the print is in like English and this and that, and it, you know, there'll be the One Ring cards, but then they're going to produce one that is like all the print on it is holographic,
You're
and
gonna have
it's
some Martin Sri Lanki motherfucker that comes and buys it.
He's
like,
like, actually.
dude. Yeah,
That's
I can't wait
mine.
to see when somebody does finally find it what it's going to go up for on auction, if it even does.
Speaking of
wait,
money. money.
So we could pull it.
Huh?
I'm about to go buy some magic
I think
cards.
it's only like a special booster pack.
But I don't think it's out yet, right? When did it drop? When did it drop,
Bro,
Devin?
If we could get our hands on that shit.
Yeah. What are the? I mean, I feel like Brent's got the luck for it.
Yeah, dude, this could be life changing.
Yeah.
How much would we try to sell it for?
Oh, all of it,
I
all
mean,
the money, like whatever.
I think it's gonna be up there with the Black Lotus card.
Where
Like,
would you start the bidding?
Oh, 25,000.
people take Magic the Gathering
100K,
very.
dog.
Well, let's see how much the Black Lotus card is going for, because that's the most coveted collector card in Magic the Gathering is the
I
Black
think
Lotus.
This would be even more so because it's got Tolkien. You know, like
Oh wait, it just sold. Yeah, somebody just sold the Black Lotus card too.
for how
How
much?
much?
Like 450K or some shit.
Yeah, we're starting the bidding at 200,000.
Yeah, at least 200. Honestly, we can't even like let people figure out where we live because we die. Like people
No,
would come
yeah.
and kill us
That's
for
what
that.
I wouldn't even let people know who put it up at auction. We'd go
Yeah.
to some auction, anonymously fucking put it up.
Yeah,
We'd have to find an auction house that wouldn't screw us.
Right.
and
Or
an
kill
auction
us.
house that like
Yeah, or kill us.
that nerds go to. You know, like
Yeah.
or just eBay.
Yeah,
Literally, we could just
eBay.
put it on eBay.
eBay's a good one, yeah.
Oh no, sorry, 540K.
Damn,
The Black Lotus card just
half
sold.
a milli, dude. I wonder what the fucking fees on eBay were for that shit.
I don't think it was sold on eBay, but
You just have
Nah,
to pay eBay $100K.
it was at an auction. I can't get anything to load right now, so I can't
Yeah.
tell you the
Yeah, we're
specifics.
gonna
That's
find
fine.
But
that
I thought that was
auction
pretty
house.
cool. Like even though it's not video games, like that's gonna be some super coveted trading card. Like everybody's gonna be looking for that shit.
We should figure
That
out what
fucks
the
with
packs
Magic the
are
Gathering.
and like each buy one pack.
Just from
it's
shits,
like the
that'd be
golden
fun.
ticket type shit. And we'll open it on the next episode. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we get the golden ticket.
Yes, dude.
And then like we open it, we're all live, and you just see people jumping through my windows like they're like they've
Yeah,
got
so
the
it'll be-
one.
It'll be or the one card will be put in randomly with the Lord of the Rings Tales from Middle Earth card set. So however much that costs, but a whole card set could be fucking expensive.
I bet it's
think.
like $20. Like for like if it's a set, like it's probably like $20. 20.
Yeah, that's what the card's gonna look like though. The special one.
Damn, that's sick.
Yeah, it's in like whatever the dark, what's his name?
I wonder what it does.
Honestly, for a card that costs 500,000, because that's how much we're putting it up for, it doesn't look that nice. You know what I'm saying? They could have done something a lot
Yeah,
cooler
no
with
doubt,
it.
no doubt, no doubt.
They should have put like Mordor in the back, like just the lava fucking flowing and like.
Well, that is the lava kind of in the background, and it's all gonna be in, all.
That's
the
like
gold
lava
is
if you're on acid, bro.
all the
That
all
is
the gold
not-
is holographic. that's. I mean, it's supposed to.
the interpretation of lava.
holographic, Jamel.
Like you should see Gollum just falling into that shit, like
Or
reaching
Gollum's
up for
hand,
it. Yeah,
like
dude, like a decrepit like fucking Gollum hand coming out of the lava. Anyways, fuck, I forgot what. Oh no, I was gonna say. Speaking of moolah, fucking, I have the new 3DS, like the Galaxy edition, the limited edition.
Yeah.
Used that shit's going for like $500 right now.
God damn.
I did not know that
What?
because it's a limited edition one, and they made like a very limited amount of them apparently, and everybody wants the 3DS right now for some reason. I'm like, bro, should I sell this shit? I don't know. If
Shit, that's
or should I
tempting
hold
right
on to
there.
it? If it's going for 500 now, what's it going to be
Might
going?
get more
Yeah.
valuable, yeah.
I'm thinking I'm just gonna hold on to that shit. But also I saw some funny shit. You know the Super Mario 3D like the trilogy pack thing that they did for Switch?
Yeah.
Well, my little sister bought it for me. I shouldn't have opened it. But people are already trying to sell that shit online because they did like an artificial like limit. They only put out a certain amount of them. I've seen people trying to sell them for like $10K and shit online.
Jesus.
I was like, bro, why'd I open mine? Are
Are people actually buying it?
I doubt it. I doubt right now, but I think they're just getting ahead of the fucking shit about it, you know?
Shit.
So like if you search it right now, like people are selling them for like stupid amounts
How about the digital
or
version?
trying to. You fool. No, I would have too, but Jamila just got it for me because she was working at Game Exchange, I think, whenever it came out, and like, or it was something like that. Like, but anyways,
yeah, there's a whole bunch of different packs ranging from like $16 to $480.
yeah, that's why we're going with the $16.
Yeah, we're getting the $60 for sure.
Okay, here is some news. Xbox boss Phil Spencer has reaffirmed Microsoft's decision to open an Xbox mobile app store in time for the EU's Digital Markets Act coming into place in March 2024. This act requires Apple and Google to allow third-party app storefronts on their mobile platforms. Quote, we want to be in a position to offer Xbox content from both us and our third-party partners across any screen where somebody would want to play, explained Spencer. Today, we can't do that on mobile devices, but we want to build towards a world that we think will be coming where these devices are opened up. So it's like right now, if you want to use Game Pass on your phone, you have to like go through like this weird fucking... It's
browser. You have to
you have to go through your
browser.
And so they're, once that law passes, basically they'll be able to put their own storefront as an app, which will be dope. Anyways.
Well, it's time we got to the sad news.
Uh-oh.
Lance Reddick passing.
Yeah, that's super sad.
Those of us that played Destiny were big fans of Destiny.
Horizon.
He was a big part of that.
He was a big. He
was in Horizon. Like in gaming in general, apparently he had a lot of different roles in gaming.
Let's not forget John Wick.
Yep.
Yeah, and then also movies too. Like the dude, like his acting was really good, but then his voice was just legendary. He's like one of those iconic voices.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Destiny players have been doing like a bunch of big like tributes to him and stuff, and they're trying to push through like getting a weapon like commemorated or made and like commemorated to him.
Super sad. I wonder what happened to him. He was only 60.
Yeah, they said he passed from natural causes. So
at 60, which we were talking about this the other day.
Natural.
I don't like.
There's no way.
And the dude looked healthy, really healthy. Like.
Like unless they consider like cancer or something natural.
Yeah, if he was like battling cancer and didn't tell anybody. Like, or like didn't make it public. But regardless, our thoughts are with his family and
for sure.
Sad deal.
I was just thinking like if I die at like this age, would they say you died of natural causes? It's not possible. Yeah,
just stab you in the neck. Oh, natural causes.
Yeah, it's like sir, he's it's stabbed.
Yeah, it definitely raises some questions.
Yeah, I mean, not that it's our business, but it's just interesting to me that they chose that as the answer.
Fishy.
Yeah, it sounds like a cover up. No, I'm just kidding. What you got, Devin?
All right, hold on.
Oh, Brent, I'm sorry.
Y'all skipped me last time.
Oh, Jamel, you can never keep order.
I don't know what's going on.
That's okay. Here we go.
My bad. That's my fault.
No, y'all are good. Here we go. Atlas is expanding its Persona 5 universe once again.
Ooh.
This time with a mobile game for iOS and Android that is being developed by Chinese studio Perfect World Games under supervision from Sega and Atlas. Titled Persona Phantom of the Night. The game features artistic contributions from Persona series designer, oh god, I can't even say this, Shigenori Sojima. Oh, I did say it.
Hey, nice.
That's actually kind of funny because one of the characters you meet in the game is Sojima. Fucking like he's the.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's probably a play on that guy's name, as well as plenty of trademark action from the fifth and blah 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 blah. Basically, it looks like it's gonna be like a fucking like just straight up spin-off Persona game that's gonna be on mobile and it's free to play. I guess there's going to be some way they're going to monetize
microtransactions.
I don't know, man. If it ends up being like a decent like Persona game and they're just selling you costumes or something to play, like I could be behind that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I figured you were going to be hype about that.
I think a Persona game would work really well on the phone because there's not a lot of like, the combat's turn-based. The actual exploration wouldn't be hard to navigate with like a control
with touch analog.
Yeah.
You're literally just walking in like linear areas.
I saw that article and specifically didn't grab it because I was like, I know Brent's gonna.
Yeah,
want
you already know I'm about that.
Is it
Jamel?
Is it me? No, because I said Devin.
Jamel, it's you. No, it's you. Trust me on this one. It's you.
All right. I'm telling you, I just did the Game Pass thing. Remember?
Devin went.
I just went, and then Brent went. Jamel, I'll keep track of the order here. Because you always mess it up.
All right, listen here. All right. Valheim developer Iron Gate Studios says that there are currently no plans to bring the survival game over to other platforms outside of Xbox, and that includes PlayStation. Yeah, so
Sony's pissed.
Yeah, they're about to like fucking stab somebody. In an episode of the Xbox Expansion Pass podcast. Senior developer Jonathan Smars said, currently, we're only looking at the Xbox, but you never know. Valheim is coming to early access preview on Xbox, and while
But you never know. That implies that
it's going to come, possibly. Yeah, it says, Smars wasn't part of the conversations to bring the game over to that platform. Publisher Coffee Stain worked with Microsoft to do so. Valheim was a sleeper hit back in February 2021, blah, 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 blah. But basically, I thought this game was already on PlayStation and everything. I was completely
I'm a little
wrong.
surprised it's not. Again, I'm not a big fan of, like, survival fucking, games like that. You know what I mean? I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, we didn't talk about this, and I didn't grab the article for it, but about how, like, Sony was like, yeah, well, it's not fair that, Starfield's not going to be on PlayStation. And it's like, bro, y'all need to chill the fuck out.
Dude, I'm really like, it's making me less and less a Sony fan just with all the just petty shit that they keep trying to do to like fuck with Xbox and keep the Activision Blizzard deal going through, and just like at every possible step they are putting
just being little bitches. Like I want Phil Spencer and fucking crying Jim Ryan to fucking just duke it out in the courthouse. Like I want them to be like, you know what, we're gonna settle it this way. Y'all fight, whoever wins gets their way, and I want Phil Spencer to come out with his fucking leather jacket he's always wearing and just beat the fucking shit out of this dude and just call it a day. They'd be like, look, it's all good. We're still going to put Call of Duty on Sony, even though I just kicked your fucking ass. But like, just stop crying about it. All right. That's all I want. I just want them to stop at this point. It's so annoying. Every week there's something else. I'm like, just let us have our games for fuck's sake.
It really is bad though. And it looks bad too. It's bad press. Like,
it's
I don't know. It's all business dealings and shit, but like,
they don't really need to do all that either. Honestly, you got enough good games. Like Sony is totally winning right now. There's no need to fucking
They're fucking murdering Xbox.
Like if they were that concerned about it, they should have gone and tried to make these deals before like Microsoft.
But they didn't need to because they were already winning. Like they didn't.
Salty because they wasted a bunch of money on Bungie.
They for whatever reason, Bungie is still on all platforms. But I guess that's how they have to make money.
I don't think the deal's gone all the way through yet.
No, it has. It has. But the problem is that if they put it only on PlayStation, they won't make money because like Bungie is so spread out across Xbox, PlayStation, PC. Like if they made it just,
but you also can't like retroactively you can't just
you
be like,
can't make it
by the
exclusive
way,
after the fact.
Yeah, like we're
that would
taking it
really
off
look
of
bad.
Everybody's platform. Yeah, like you can't do that.
Yeah, then people would really shit on Sony.
If anything will be exclusive, it'll be like
Destiny 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think they're getting close to like the final chapters with Destiny 2, as far as I understand, with this Lightfall.
I don't even understand.
But I don't know what the plans are in the future for it. But I don't know. I'm so far removed from
There's
Destiny.
a story. That's at this point, I'm like, it's not just people like shooting things and then looting things and then raiding things.
That's definitely what it is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but there's like a whole deep lore to it that I don't know.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So, like Elden Ring claims over 9 billion deaths since release.
What?
Yes.
The biggest Holocaust in human history.
No, players have died over 9 billion times in Elden Ring now.
Okay.
They cleared out the entire
I was
planet.
about to say like 3 times. Doesn't make sense.
So yeah, more than the number of people on Earth, people have died in Elden Ring. Like 9.
Wait, no. There's how many people are on Earth?
Like 6 billion.
So it wouldn't be 3. It'd be, it'd be like 1.5.
Yeah, I just said over the amount of people.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just curious. Like, I know that at one point
Not
in our
1.5. I don't know
lifetime
math.
there was 3 billion, and it's gone up a lot.
We
No,
know this, Jamal.
not when we were alive.
I thought.
Oh, sorry. We're up to 7.8 billion. Yeah, last I looked at it, it was around like 6 something, but
I was
now
gonna say it's rapidly growing. Like when we were like
7.8 billion.
So
something,
it would be
was
close to
much
1.5.
Is there like a chart?
Man.
Can you bring up like a chart of like through the years, like just the last
Or
like
just a
20
half.
years, like our population?
Yeah. Population since 1990.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from 2000 to now, in 2000 it was around 6 billion, and then now 2020.
What about 1990 though? 10 years prior to that.
5 billion.
Okay, yeah. So
So
5
about a billion.
So we've only gone up 2 billion.
not a century,
lot of
a
billion.
decade.
It's kind of hard to keep, because like
billion a decade.
because like people are dying, so it's like it goes up, but then it's like, and then
Kind of like one of
But
those.
countries like, well, I know
Yeah.
Japan is in a population decline. U.S. is getting closer to being teetering over into a decline.
that's but a decline from us having like because like our
Well, no,
parents.
just a decline. Like it's like
I
we're,
know.
like steady growth, and we're like slowly planing out.
Yeah,
because
but-
people our age are not having kids.
Yeah, exactly. Because our parents, or it's not that they're not
Because we're
having kids.
broke and we
They're-
can't afford it.
It's not that they're not having kids. It's that they're not having as many kids. Like my parents had 4 fucking kids. Can you imagine having 4 kids? Like what the
Yeah, no,
fuck?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're in a decline yet, but the curve was,
Yeah,
was
like-
like that, and now it's
It's like 2 kids
planing out.
max now. Like people have learned like
But if it keeps going in the trend that it is, we're going to be in a decline eventually, like Japan got to. Like Japan is in a decline.
yeah, but Japan they don't have kids at all. Like they're just like fuck it. Like
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna get there. We're not there yet.
No. You're crazy. Americans are too like Christian and religious. Like we got to be fruitful and multiply. You know what I'm saying? That's like the whole thing here. It's like, yeah, we got to multiply, which sounds terrible. Like just humanity's weird, bro.
What were we even talking
I don't
about?
know. I don't know.
Oh, Elden Ring and 9 billion people
yeah,
Well, yeah.
dying in Elden Ring.
They're killing off all of the people, but
That is pretty crazy, though.
like I wonder what the Dark Souls as a whole, like or like From Software as a whole, how many kills?
the rate
A
is
lot.
steadily declining. We are at 0.35%.
Really?
Yes.
0.35% of what?
We're at
Deaths
a
in Elden
growth.
Ring.
We're at a 0.3. The U.S. population growth.
People are getting better
declined.
at the game, bro. Like
The-
they're figuring it out. The mechanics, the rolling, the parrying.
Like only we can prevent
Yeah.
forest fire.
It says sorry, this is so off topic for GameSpeak, but
Who cares?
in 2019
Fun.
to 2020, a year partially affected by the pandemic, the national growth rate dropped to 0.35%.
Damn.
So yeah.
Damn.
Oh
Damn.
wow! And then
It's because
then
fucking
during-
turkey bacon's so
during the first
expensive.
full pandemic year of 2020 to 21, the annual growth rate fell to a historic low of 0.16%. So that's what I'm saying. If the trend continues, we will be in a decline. There
Well-
won't be enough people having kids to the ratio of people dying.
I-
There will
I-
still
yeah,
be people
yeah.
having kids.
I got you. I guarantee you, though, if they lowered the price of groceries, there'd be a lot more kids. I'm telling you, dude. It's them Hot Pockets. They're too expensive
The
nowadays.
turkey bacon.
And the turkey bacon mainly for
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
It's a
You-
big issue.
It's a huge issue. Where there's
But-
no more dollar menus. What happened to dollar menus, bro?
McDonald's still
Dude,
got it.
there's
If you
not-
want to eat that,
McDonald's
trash.
does not have a
They
dollar
have a
menu.
value menu. It's not a dollar menu.
There's
anymore.
there's still
not a
there's a
single
couple. There's
thing
like
for
3
$1.
items for $1.
Nope.
Still,
Nope.
no, not at all
Not a
anymore. This
thing.
is recent then, huh?
You can
No, this is like past 3 or
The
4
last
years.
things they had for $1 were the McChicken and the cheeseburger.
Yeah,
The
and that
plain-
Yeah,
was
they're
like
like
a couple-
$1.40
that was a
now.
couple
now
months
they're like
ago.
$1.30 or something. Yeah.
Before
The
taxes.
fucking world's gonna end.
Yeah.
Yeah, once the
Even their
McChicken
value
goes above
menu
it.
shit is getting less value. Like they used to have the $3 thing where you got the burger and the fries or
Yeah.
whatever.
And I guess
now
I'm-
it's $3.50, bro.
I guess that makes sense because the last time I ordered McDonald's was like before I started, like 5 months ago when I got all healthy and shit. Yeah, so like 5 months ago, there was still the $1 McChicken and the $1 burger. I remember
we're-
specifically.
We're
'cause
out of that era.
my fat ass would go and get it every now and then. Like,
Fucking Taco
guilty
Bell
pleasure.
has like a $2 burrito that's like the cheapest thing that I can fucking find
Jesus Christ.
lately.
See, y'all remember the beefy 5-layer burrito for 99 cents, dude?
It's like
I remember when the
$4
chicken
now.
burrito was 99 cents.
Yeah, with the
but-
rice and chicken.
Yeah,
I used to
dude, that was
fucking-
my shit.
Had that like tangy like sauce on it.
Yeah, that
like
thing
the
actually was
ranch,
good. I
the
remember
creamy
that, yeah.
ranch something.
Yeah,
what
Zesty.
else?
zesty. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was-
And then now, if you order it now, it's like this little taquito-sized bullshit. When back when it was $1, it was like an actual burrito. Like
back in my day, the burritos were as big as.
paid $1 and we got full. Like,
Yeah, good times, dude. But anyways, sorry. All right, is it Brent?
it's Brent.
Yeah,
Okay.
here we go. All right, alongside news that the Steam Deck is now temporarily 10% off, which, by the way, the Steam Deck is now...
Woo, 10%
Hey.
off, dude.
It adds up when we're talking about something that's like $500.
What is 10% of 5? That'd be $5. right?
No, that's $50.
$50. I don't know. This is why I asked. I didn't say it was. Don't look at me for your math.
Anyways, but yeah, so Steam Deck is 10% off. Valve has also revealed that the handheld device will now have custom startup movies. So if you've got a fuckload of built-up points, you can buy custom startup movies
What
for
the?
your Steam Deck.
Oh, you mean like when you turn it on
Yeah,
and
when
it's
you
just like.
boot it up, it'll do something
Oh yeah,
crazy.
because nobody's got extra fucking Steam points.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's got extra.
Everybody's got a billion goddamn.
That's the
There's
point.
nothing to spend them on.
Now
Like,
there is.
That is really
now
upsetting.
You can buy Steam Deck startup movies.
I have like 80,000 Steam
I
points
feel like
or
if
some
if you
shit.
get you a Steam Deck, you'll have stuff to buy with it.
You could spend that on your own, like on a desktop. But the thing is like they should add like a way to get like percents off of games, like
You'd think.
from your points and stuff. But they're just like, nah, we make good money.
And the only
here.
reason I'm not angry that that's not an option is because they do have good sales. So go
Mhm,
back to Steam.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But if they didn't have good sales, then I'd be mad and want
kill them. Huh? I'm just kidding. Huh? Go ahead.
Go Jamal.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding.
It's your article.
Oh, is it? Okay. Here we go. I got you some news. Got you some big news. The long-awaited System Shock remake has been delayed until May on PC, 2 months on from its previously planned March launch. While Shodan's return is still imminent, a transmission received from Citadel Station brought news of System Shock's release date pushback, with the PC edition of the remake now set to launch on May 30th. Damn. April, May, June. That might as well be June. Quote, we had hoped to bring the game to market by the end of March, Night Dive Studios acknowledged in a post on Steam on Tuesday, but that turned out to be just beyond our reach. We are, after all, merely human, unlike Shodan. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Who the fuck is Shodan?
I think it's the AI that is like the bad guy in System Shock,
Oh, I never played it.
which I think is very human. Who wants to go?
So it's me.
Okay.
Jamel, you like,
I gotta ask every
you're
time.
literally the opposite of what direction it should be. You try to go the other way every time.
I'm sorry.
It's like you're purposefully. Your brain's like, nope, we're gonna do this wrong. No. So this is Logan Plant over at IGN. Dying Light developer Techland has revealed more information and another piece of concept art for its upcoming open world fantasy RPG, which is shaping up to look like a big departure from the studio's previous works. On Twitter, Techland shared just a bit more information about its unannounced title, writing, quote, our newest game is set to be a narrative-driven fantasy epic with an exotic open world ready to be explored. We strive to create a compelling story-focused AAA title that combines and refines the best aspects of gameplay that Techland is known for. So I'm assuming we're going to get a big, badass fantasy RPG with all like the parkour and shit, which, if done correctly, I think we could have a pretty badass game.
Yeah.
This also tells me they're getting even further from guns,
Yep.
which is very
Yeah.
upsetting. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm down. They need to add at least bows, like bow and arrows, or
What if
something.
they have like
Yeah.
crossbows.
staffs that can blast,
Oh, that'd be sick.
magic?
Oh
They
yeah,
should
Maybe
definitely-
some kind of ranged attack for sure.
yeah, definitely.
So yeah, and the reason it's almost guaranteed that there is going to be the parkour aspect, because along with that, Techland posted a piece of concept art showing a character climbing a tree, looking out at a vast, lush world littered with ruins, et cetera, et cetera. So he's like hanging off just like you would in like Dying Light. So,
That sounds pretty cool.
yeah, I think this could be pretty badass if done correctly, especially with the parkour aspect and stuff, like having swords and doing different builds and stuff and running around and fighting, whatever kind of monsters they want to throw in there.
Yeah, as long as the world's varied. That was the problem with Dying Light 2, was just the world was so bland. Like, it was all the same everywhere.
Yeah.
It all looked exactly the same.
Brent.
Oh. Ubisoft announced that a patch is available for Far Cry 5
Oh.
that enables 60 frames per second on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and X. The 60 frames per second patch applies to all Far Cry 5
Was
game
it not
modes.
60 frames
It
before?
wasn't 60 frames before these.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
The fuck
So
is
now
that
if you want to
accent?
play it, you can play it at 60 frames. 60 frames per second.
What game?
Far Cry 5.
Far Cry 5.
Oh yeah,
was
with the
not
new
60
like 5-year.
frames.
You know what's interesting? I was trying to show my girlfriend the difference between 60 frames and 30
She couldn't
frames
see it.
earlier. Not only could she not see it, but she was like consistently saying that she thought the 30 frames
look
looked better. Yeah.
It might just be what her eyes are used to.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I mean, aren't most movies and stuff in 30 frames?
Yeah.
I think movies are in 24.
24.
Or lower, not 60.
Yeah.
There's a
But 24
cinematic-
looks more realistic, it looks less realistic. Like it gives us that like.
What are our eyes running? What frames do our eyes?
Oh, mine's capped at like 60, I think.
Mine are 320.
Yeah, like that would suck if like everybody just fucking moved like mannequins haunting you. But
I actually do feel like somewhere in the 60s I stopped being able to fucking
to notice.
Yeah.
That's actually a thing. Like apparently all science says that your eyes can't tell a difference between 60 and 120. Like it all looks the same. Like there's just like a cutoff point or fucking.
I'm looking it up. Go ahead.
Yeah, go.
Between 30 and 60 frames. So some experts will tell you that the human eye can see between 30 and 60 frames per second. Some maintain that it's not really possible for the human eye to perceive more than 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
Is the general consensus.
So like all these like uncapped fucking frame games on like these 244 fucking
240 hertz and
Yeah.
120 hertz.
none of it even matters. It's like once you get past 60. But then again,
There is a
they used to
smoothness-
say that your eyes couldn't tell the difference between like fucking
what the old Retina display on the iPhone. Yeah.
Well, not just that. They used to say like for the N64, like the resolutions, like they used to say you couldn't tell a difference between like a 64,
Bit and-
like it was stupid. Like
Well, and that was Apple with their Retina display back in the day. They were claiming that the human eye cannot perceive a higher resolution than whatever the Retina display was, and it wasn't the Retina display. I don't even think was 1080.
yeah, it was like a
Hilarious.
super low.
And I call
resolution.
fucking bullshit because 4K and even 8K. 8K is, I mean, much further than 8K. I don't know, but
If
Well,
you
maybe on like a super small screen, you know what I mean? Like
Nah.
I think 1080p on a tiny screen like that is probably like fucking a
No.
super.
if you
Dude,
go back
you
and look at
this-
those old
yeah,
iPhones,
you look at 4K on this screen versus you go.
Is that
and
screen is 4K.
this front one's 2K, and then the inside one is a 4K display.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
yeah. See, I think like if you go back and look at the original iPhone and like compare it to this screen, like you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
I would just argue that if you had a 1440 display and the same size, I bet it would be very hard to tell the difference. You
Oh,
know
yeah,
what I
for
mean?
sure.
Like I don't know.
1440 between 4K and
I think
yeah,
at a certain screen size, like
it matters. Yeah.
bigger than like this, you start seeing the difference. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you start seeing extra. Like I don't know.
well,
Starts looking a
because
little
you're dealing
fuzzy or
with.
something.
I mean, the different sizes that you're dealing with different pixel densities at that
Yeah.
point. Because it's 4K because it has the amount of pixels,
Yeah.
per that size. So the bigger you get, you're dealing with a lesser density.
I just feel like 4K is almost irrelevant on like a small screen. You know what I mean? Like
don't
not
know.
necessarily.
Pretty great on
like-
this one.
I'm sure it's awesome.
It
you know
looks
what I
like
mean? I'm just
fucking
saying, like,
real, dude. Like I'll show you if I could get a 4K video to load
I've
here.
seen some videos you showed me, and it's a very impressive screen.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not denying that. You know what I mean? Like
Damn.
I just what?
Sounds like you're denying it.
No, I'm not denying.
No,
it.
no. I was
Well, it probably has HDR too, right? I mean, I know that
Yeah,
a
it's
lot-
like OLED, full HDR OLED
I feel
screen,
like
60, and it's also 60 frames.
I feel like HDR makes a bigger difference than a lot of things, and most of the time that's a feature.
Dude,
of,
the
like,
fucking
4K
color will look
TVs.
more vibrant than real life.
Yeah. That's
Sometimes I gotta like turn it down because it's just like real life doesn't look like this.
what
Legitimately, like you can look at a video or something or a picture. I could take a picture. I've taken a picture of something and then I like looked at it myself because it'll do the HDR with the pictures, and I'm like, that doesn't look the fucking same. Like
Things
eyes don't-
Android
my eyes don't
users
see
say.
like that.
Just kidding.
It's
I was
legitimate.
just kidding. Okay.
Jamal.
IO Interactive is putting its Hitman franchise on hiatus as it focuses on its long-anticipated James Bond game instead. As reported by PC Gamer, IO Interactive Chief Creative Officer Christian Elverdam told Eurogamer that it might be a while before fans get another major entry of Hitman. Though Hitman World of Assassination will continue to be updated. Quote, right now, a major new Hitman game, that's a little bit on hiatus, as we're building another agent fantasy that's also taking up a lot of our time, Elverdam said. But obviously, we'll come back to beloved Agents 47. He's still very much in the heart of this company. So
I can't wait to play a James Bond game. I think that's going to be sick.
yeah, I wonder which James Bond it's going to be, or if they're just going to like make up their own.
I hope they do like an original James Bond. That's just kind of like an amalgamation.
He's bald
of
and he's got like a barcode on the back of his head. Just like looking, just straight up make another Hitman game.
0047.
I could see it.
So Hyperkin is making a Xbox 360 style controller. Like it looks
For the Series X, right?
for the Series X. Sorry, yeah.
That's
So
dope.
if you want to have a throwback controller, there you go.
They should do the Duke. Didn't they do the Duke on the
They did the Duke.
for the Xbox One, Series X, or for the Xbox One?
It was for both, I think. You could use it for either, I think.
Yeah, apparently they're known for making retro style
Nice.
gaming accessories from modern day consoles.
It even had like the Duke controller had an LCD screen where the fucking Duke, like, you know,
The Xbox used to
Xbox
be.
symbol was, so it would like.
But it was an official Xbox Duke controller, right? It was like Xbox that made it, right? It wasn't like Hyperkin or anything.
I think it was made by like a third party
Was it?
manufacturer. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
Put it in?
Oh yeah, here we go. Get ready for this one, guys. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna give you two of them back to back. Valve has said that pretty soon you'll be able to transfer files between your Steam Deck and your PC with a local area network. So you'll just be able to like zip your game over here and zip the game over here if you want.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. Also, Star Citizen is fucked up for a lot of people. They did a big update, and now a lot of people are like locked out of the game. They've sunk a lot of money into it. They're not happy about it. So, you know,
Maybe they shouldn't have spent their money on it.
yeah,
You know?
maybe. Cloud Imperium is saying they have all hands on deck working on the problem. So hopefully all of you Star Citizens can get back to the stars and be citizens or whatever they do.
Yeah, whatever y'all do over there. I can't be a citizen today. What's going on? Anyways, is it me? I'm out of stuff. Devin, what you got?
So my last one here, it is George Yang over at IGN. Microsoft has signed yet another 10-year deal with a new cloud gaming provider. This time, it's with Ubitus, a provider based in Tokyo, Japan.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're just signing to a bunch of different platforms, proving to Sony that, like, you know, they're not gonna.
I like how they're doing that.
Yeah.
They're just like, you think we're afraid, bro? We're just gonna anybody can have our games. You want our game? Like, so dumb, dude. Fuck it.
So, but yeah.
All right. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. This is kind of what we were talking about earlier, but a little more detailed about it. It says HBO's Last of Us series is returning for a second season, and there will be a time jump. But the network is not going to recast actress Bella Ramsey. Naughty Dog's Neil Druckmann, who is also a writer on the TV series, said during a roundtable interview with press that the only way the team would ever consider recasting Ellie would be if Ramsey wanted to leave the series. Even then, this is a quote, even then, I'm not sure we'd grant her that. We might still force her to come back on season 2.
As his lawyers stand by to sue her
Right.
for breaking contracts.
They're just cracking their knuckles.
She's like in a cage. She's like,
Anyways,
please.
so they're saying that she's 20. She turns 20 on September 30th. So it would make, she's about the same age as she would be in the game. If you, I don't know, maybe if you do her up right, it'll work out. Let's see. Y'all are out of news over there?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Give her some little, like, elevated boots to make her
Yeah,
taller.
make her a little taller, make her a little jack. You know, it'll be great. Ghostwire Tokyo is coming to Xbox on April 12th. So get ready for that.
Whoa.
And it's coming with some updates. So there'll be new places to explore and things to do.
That should be on Game Pass, actually.
No, it will be on Game
Oh, okay,
Pass.
okay, yeah.
For sure. So get ready for that. That's exciting. Let's see. We talked about System Shock. We talked about Last of Us. That's it. That's it. That's everything.
All right.
That's all of the news.
Well, now that we're done with this week's news, I'm going to jump into this week's hot releases. Get ready for Mighty Doom coming to Android and iPhone.
Okay. Yeah, that's that top-down shooter, right?
Yeah, it's just a Doom mobile game. It's coming March 21st. Everybody who made it is saying it's going to be dope. So we're just we're going to have to take their word for it. And then we got Remnant from the Ashes, I believe, coming the 22nd to Switch.
Oh,
it's coming to Switch. Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to play it in 720 and like not have fun with it, that's where you should go. And then we got Resident Evil 4 remake, baby, coming to
so soon.
Everything. That's on March 23rd, so the day the Steam sales end. And that's coming to PC, Xbox Series S and X.
Maybe I just won't go on the Steam sale and I'll buy that instead.
Yeah, it might be more. Yeah, just getting that. But anyways, that's the hot releases this week. There was like a VR game I saw, but I read it and I was like, I doubt they know what this is, and it doesn't sound hot. But
I know Walking Dead is coming out at some point, but I don't know when.
I think
Saints and Sinners 2?
Yeah.
Saints and Sinners Retribution?
Yeah,
what is
Retribution?
I thought that was already out.
And not for PlayStation VR 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a hot release?
That's pretty hot.
For PSVR 2, yeah. I mean, that's a pretty good. It's one of the better zombie games or the best zombie game, really.
Yeah.
So that's coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, did anybody get any trivia this week? Or
I got some.
Oh
I
shit!
got some for that ass. All right.
No, but
This is name the video game location. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you a location, and you have to tell me what game it's from.
Okay.
Okay.
Easy.
Easy, right?
Oh God.
you only get one guess, so make it count. Okay.
Yep.
And it has to be like the number of the game too, if there's a number. In the
Damn,
game.
bro.
Yeah. All right. We'll start off easy. Green Hill Zone.
Sonic.
Oh, Sonic. That's the first Sonic, right?
Yeah.
It's
there
just
you go.
Sonic, yeah.
See, Sonic,
Sega.
Sonic 1. There you go.
On Sega Genesis.
All right. All right.
Specific.
Now we're gonna go up a little bit in
That's easy.
difficulty. Okay.
Oh, boy.
We're going up one step. We're going up a step in difficulty every
Oh,
time. Okay?
I'm out.
Mount Chiliad.
That's Grand Theft Auto 5.
Hey, you
There we
got
go.
it.
Okay.
Hey, good job. All
I
right.
was like, wait, I know that one.
Now we're
Hell
going
yeah.
now we're going to the hard difficulty. The first one was easy. Second one was medium.
Media.
This one's the hard difficulty.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh
All right.
boy.
Stillwater, Michigan.
Oh, that's Far Cry 5.
Nope.
No.
Nope. You only get one guess though.
Yeah.
Make it count, Devin. Make it count, Devin.
Michigan. What game has Michigan in it?
I don't know. Not a good one.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Michigan sucks.
Stillwater, Michigan.
The fictional town of Stillwater, Michigan.
Oh fuck! I know when you said fictional, it like just kicked in. Like I know what you're talking about now, but I can't tell you. You just have
All
to
right, you
guess
get
it.
one more guess. What is it, Jamel?
Is it the fucking the novel game, like where he's writing the novel? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh no, that's a good guess though.
Oh shit! Okay.
I don't
You're
even
thinking
have
of
it.
Alan Wake. Huh?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
yeah.
I forgot what it's called, but it's a very similar name. No,
I don't even have a good guess.
you probably aren't.
No.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Saints Row 1 and 2.
Oh fuck no!
Take
Yeah,
place in Stillwater, Michigan.
I didn't know. I didn't play.
It's
any of
the hard
Saints.
difficulty, okay?
Okay.
I had to throw a hard one at you guys. You know?
I like it. I like it. I was like, at least I mean we each got one, right? Or you got two.
I'm about to say, yeah, I definitely knew the Sonic one, but
yeah.
the GTA 5. I was like, dude, it's been a long time since I played GTA 5 too. But I was like, that sounds familiar. I was like, GTA.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
That's the better I've done on one of the trivia ones.
I'm serious though, guys. We need to go do trivia. Trivia
I'm so
would be
down,
so fun.
bro. We'd
Yeah.
be good at it.
I am an encyclopedia of random ass knowledge.
Me too.
Like,
I think we all are. It'd
yeah,
be great.
we'd be an unstoppable team.
Yeah, we got to go win one. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's go to like find a bar or something that does like maybe a little like prize at the end or something like for
Yeah.
when.
oh yeah.
Dude, we.
I wonder how big our team could be. My girlfriend knows like girly things, so like we bring her, we would just be unstoppable. You know what I mean?
They're just like, who was Polly Pocket's best friend?
Exactly. Some shit like that, it would be over, bro.
They just like,
or any cosmetic stuff,
Yeah,
or like
anything like that.
wow, this is sexist, guys. I'm sure she
He
knows
said
some
girly,
other
he
stuff.
said girly stuff.
No,
Well,
she knows all
we
kinds
wouldn't
of
know
stuff.
any
I'm
of
just
that
saying,
though.
like she's
Yeah,
got our
yeah.
bases covered
Gotcha,
on a lot
gotcha.
of things that we wouldn't know about. You know?
like cooking and like, you know.
I'm not gonna expand on this joke.
Anyways, it's a joke. But remember, you've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast, courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can watch it live before anyone else on twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast every Monday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST. Be sure to join us and the rest of the GameSpeak Podcast community at dsc.gg/GameSpeak Podcast. Check out our other video content on YouTube, and if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle Al-Jaffer Jamel, Brent at BrentHas1, and Devin at Devondrius. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time, listeners.
Later. Oh, hell.
Later.
Later.